up guys, welcome to stage 4 of India qualifiers. World Championship stage 4 India qualifiers day 1 है ये और let's just enjoy guys, मजा आएगा.
The countdown gets over and so is the wait, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the COD India stage 4. My name is COD and I'm going to be joined in alongside with Phoenix as well pretty soon. But man, oh man, it's the dawn of a new era right now. We've got some big names out here, some big teams who've been going tooth and nail against each other for the past few days to finally hop back onto the biggest opportunity that they've grabbed yet. Man, oh man, this is one of the biggest that we've been talking about out here. And to be very honest, I know that you all love Call of Duty Mobile, so make sure you follow us on our social media as well for the latest updates too, and also to grab in every single information that you'd really want. Let's have a look at the format as well of this event, since I know you all have been waiting to see all of that. As we have a look at it, the open finals for the Stage 3 began with 64 teams from the in-game qualifiers. Once we got the top 8, they all qualified for the stage 4 itself, and it was a switch stage into the double elimination bracket. Everything was best of 3. But once stage 4 began, that's where we divided 4 teams into the groups of 2, and top 2 teams made it directly into the stage 4 finals right now. Every single game was best of 5, and now we are witnessing the stage 4 finals. But why are we having that? What is on the stake? So let's have a look at that as well, right? Because these teams will play the double elimination best of 5 to receive that big cash prize of $10,000. 5,000 is going to go in for the second placing team, 3,000 for the third placing team, and the fourth will receive $1,500.
भाई की बहुत शानदार कमेंट चल रही है, इसलिए बीच में बोलना नहीं चाह रहा हूँ.
Something of that chunk, right? And we've been talking about so many things out here right now, but there's one big thing that these all teams are now keeping up at stake, and that is going to be, ladies and gentlemen, the big stage of Katowice. I know we all have been talking about that, so why not waste why not just spare some of the time and quickly send it down to a video that will explain you every single thing.
Let's go guys.
Stage 3 of the Call of Duty Mobile Championship India wasn't just competition, it was survival of the fittest. The stage began with 31 challengers in the best of 3 Swiss stage, and ended with just 16 standing strong in the playoffs. From there, the familiar giants rose. Godlike Esports breezed through stage 3 and its playoffs without breaking a sweat. S8UL Esports was making solid plays. They tripped only once in a 3-2 against XLR8, but when they met again, S8UL Esports crushed them, and that set the stage for what came next in the start of XLR8's curse. Stage 4. 8 squads, BO5 GSL style groups, Godlike and S8UL. No surprises, straight into finals, XLR8. The curse struck again. They beat Time to Pound once, but in their rematch in the lower bracket got swept 3-0, losing their shot in the finals. Now it's Godlike Esports and S8UL Esports dominance, with Time to Pound and Team Felines rising from the shadows. Will the underdog rise above the giants? This is the road to stage 4. Rivalries peak, legends rise. The battle for the finals starts now.
That is how the storyline was for all of these teams, ladies and gentlemen. Some surprises there, XLR8 not making up, but it is time to pound Team Felines, Godlike, and S8UL. Some big names, no names out there, but there's a new name that's going to be added right now. There's a new person who's going to hop in on this desk with me. You've seen that man on the Hindi segments as well. Phoenix, how are you doing, my man? I absolutely love your hairstyle.
Hey, thanks a lot, Scared. And this is the new hairstyle, I just thought that, alright, just because Accelerate got eliminated, I was like, what? What just happened? Did I unable to, catch all the things what just happened? But hey, I am very much excited for all the action from the teams like S8UL and obviously Team God, like a huge fan of all the players. And it's gonna be an incredible journey for all of them, and for especially me too, because I am very excited to cast all these.
Team Felines और वो ठीक ही है, but मुझे नहीं लगता कि भाई ये लोग कुछ कर पाएंगे.
First, how the division actually is going to be like, as Godlike will take on Time to Pound in the first, and then it's S8UL Esports taking on Team Felines. Phoenix, the best part about it, it's a double elimination all the way.
So you get one more chance to just redeem yourself. You get another chance to
दूसरा
bounce
वाला
back,
ये
and that's the
मैचअप थोड़ा
best
सा
part of this double
थोड़ा
elimination
कॉम्पिटिटिव
bracket.
हो सकता
But
था,
the important
हो
factor
सकता
is
है.
the way
गॉड लाइक तो
Godlike
हरा
and
देगी
SATL
भाई,
made their way into
N2
these
को इजीली
particular
हरा
brackets were pretty good, right? Eventually we just saw that what type of game plan they had, what type of planning they can do against you. The best part is they just won in a very dominant fashion. Now for the players of Time to Pound and for the players of Felines, they have to prove their worth, that why they deserve to be
मेरे को
on
तो
the
इनका
top
रोस्टर भी
stage.
नहीं पता भाई ये
Absolutely. You talk about that
K2P और
top stage
फ्रीलांस का
as
क्या
well,
रोस्टर
right?
है मुझे
And
तो ये भी नहीं पता.
we all know why these four
Let's
teams
see.
are fighting for, what these four teams are fighting for, what's at stake, and that is the grand finals of the COD World Championship, people, at Katowice. I know you all want to have a look at it, so let's entirely reveal all of that for you. Let's have a look at that video.
Dubs Elevate are the greatest call.
भाई म्यूजिक मैंने बंद कर दिया क्योंकि उस म्यूजिक में मेरे को कॉपीराइट आ सकता है, तो म्यूजिक नहीं लगा रहा हूँ मैं. बाकी तुम स्क्रीन देख लो, उसका दिखा रहे हैं 85,000 7 to 9 नवंबर. हाँ आई थिंक 7 to 9 नवंबर को वो होगा, फाइनल्स होगा, है ना? ये तो पिछले बार का दिखा रहे हैं. हाँ एलिवेट जीती थी ना पिछले बार का वर्ल्ड्स, राइट. 8,50,000 7 to 9 को होगा ये फाइनल से.
Well, well, I mean, the stakes are big, Phoenix. I know we've been constantly talking about that, how big that one opportunity is, right? And I think so there is one team that would know the value of every single part of it. We will discuss about that as we have a look at the final slots as well for the COD World Championship, people. North America has got 3, LATAM has got 3, and so does China.
Yeah, they got the major chunk of the final slots, but hey, we also got 2 slots in the backpack. Southeast Asia also got 2 slots. Europe, Japan, and Africa, all these regions also got a slot for each other. And this is going to be a really interesting format, because once again the mixture of the teams, the talent is going to be on the international stage. Will just force all the players to just be the best, be the fine, showcase what type of game plan you can just showcase. But let's start the day with the first team. That's none other than Godlike Esports. We have Prevail, Viper, Abyss, Warden, and none other than the god himself, the ideal himself, Learn.
My oh my, some of the big people out there, some of the big names which you've been talking about: Prevail, Abyss, Learn. These are the 3 people who have always been on that international stage. This team has had one of the strongest records out there, Phoenix. One of the most underdog teams in that 2023 World Championship. Every single one of the teams out there, they were either saying that Luminosity will win the entire event, they said even the Wolves might win the entire event, but Godlike going up against the best in the North Americas, eventually moving up into that grand finals, face the Wolves. Unfortunately for them, the run in 2024 was a bit of a difficult one, right? Because both of the times they had to face the team that on the Swiss stage were absolutely unbeaten. Wolves first going in 6-1, 3-0 matches, going for extra same 6-0 opponent. I think so for Godlike out here in India, yes, they are one of the best teams, if not the best. But as soon as they go on globally, yes, they are one of the top performers, have always been in kind of that unfortunate boat.
Yeah, that is certainly true, Scared, and that unfortunate thing he always just hindered you down, especially on those international stages. But once again, if it's time to just prove your worth on the national stage, you have been on the top from a very long time, and now you have to prove the same thing in front of the players of Time to Pound. Abyss, Master, Random, Suction, Crusher. Once again, known names, known faces, different team, different jersey. That's going to be a thing. That's going to be a hot topic to discuss today. But the important factor is both the teams, they are from a different group, and that puts us in a very interesting spot. That alright, what Time to Pound have to offer to us, because they can cook, and if they can cook, they can somehow try to just punish the players of Godlike.
Submit.
It's one of the big things you mentioned about here right now. I mean, have a look at the map veto as well itself. Hacienda, we're going to kick things off there. And once we move on to the SND, that's going to be Kurohana Metropolis. Now I tell you, right, I have talked to Abyss. I have been with him. And that man, like on Kurohana Metropolis. This series, I don't think so it's going to be a 3-0. It's godlike, yes, it's domination one side, but I still feel we might possibly see at least a
फायरिंग रेंज
3-1
बैन कर
with a
दिया
3-2.
भाई
It could be
सर्चिंग द
possible
शॉट
that we
गॉड
might
लाइक
see a reverse sweep
गॉड
from
लाइक का
T2P,
नंबर 1
but
में
it's going to
बैन
be
ही कर
difficult
दिया
for them.
Now you're
इतने
mentioning the
assassin
point that
okay.
you want to see a reverse sweep, but you ain't mentioning the name who will be just doing the reverse sweep thing. So that is going to be a question for the boys who's in the chat and for the audience, the lovely audience. But the map beater looks solid, the players look solid, the teams look solid. But what about the status of your momentum, right? Because if you get this first victory, you'll definitely move forward into the upper bracket itself. Hasyana is going to be the first map. Team Godlike versus Time to Pound. What are your expectations here? Like, what score you are expecting right now, especially in Hardpoint?
Let's go guys, let's
T2P, they
go.
kind of like to play on this map as well of Hacienda, right? I mean, we've been talking about Abyss. This man has been the participant right from 2023 all the way from back. We've also talked about Saksham. We haven't really dig deep into all of those rosters as well because Saksham, Abyss, Master, Random, these all are the players who have been a part of this Call of Duty circuit for a very long time. One of the most experienced lineups, if not the most out here. So I'm pretty sure this Hacienda hardpoint is going to be pretty close. All of that again is coming out at the very first LAN of Asia, or rather India itself. And then from that, they've been constantly moving slowly and steadily up.
It's going to be
very certainly is going to be very close. But hey, look at that. Team Godlike has already started things in their way, and they just started their journey in a positive manner. They just collected 9 points, but a retaliation from the side of Team T2P was looking strong. We have to take a look at Master because he is controlling the center for a little bit of time, but now the center has been snatched away from the players of Team T2P. It's good. It's not going to be an easy journey. An aggressive play from Prevail, and look at that from the get-go. This man is already flexing his skills. Looking forward.
Problem for this though, but again, Viper needs to be the key for the side of COD, like one of the new additions in that as well, along with Warden. Both of them have been experienced out here, so they need to bring the best out of them.
Certainly need to bring the best out of them. And oh, that's an unfortunate end for the players of Team T2P. The first zone, the first area has been secured by the players of Team Godlike, and interesting approach from the side of Team Godlike. They just know that this is going to be their game. Half-point collection, the points collection is looking very strong from the side of Team Godlike. Time to Pound, retaliation once again on top, but you can just clearly see Viper is already ready with his Annihilator. At any second, he can just pull it out and shut down the players of Team Godlike. For now, Abyss putting the hard point, making sure that he will stay at the particular position for a very long time. But nah, the players, they are just putting a very good fight. 60 points already collected for the players of Team Godlike. T2P, Time to Pound. Unaware about the situations. Death Machine is already lined. And Abyss punishing down everyone, punching down his opponents. A very aggressive approach from Crusher. Will learn his movement and also his lesson that there's no way you can just completely hard push in front of the players of Team T2P, and now they got control of this hard point. One more second, 15 total points collected against the players of Team Godlike, 69 in their name. For now, next hard point, you have to wait for one more second. Now it's online. Viper already in collecting the numbers, getting the advantage. Warden, meanwhile, making sure whosoever he spots will go down in an instant. Prevail once again moving forward, and oh my god, this game, they are just going on. An equalizer in the hands of Warden, and we all know what this man can do. But okay, Master, he got his own plan, taking down one of the players. You can see the operator skills, they are already online. Saksham got his one. Death Machine right now in his backpack. Viper also collecting his skills too. Viper and Prevail collecting the major frags here. Prevail on the other side using the VMP so beautifully. The Team T2P, they don't even have any chance to just fight back. Hitting the 100 mark already. Team Godlike, 8 more seconds, and then you can just look forward for the next hard point. Team T2P already moving forward for the next hard point. Prevail got spotted out. Learn meanwhile secure 2 frags, but the major chunk of the numbers, the major chunk of the hard points has been already collected by the players of Team Godlike. Tempest in the hands of Master. Got 1 frag, looking for some more, and certainly will. Abyss getting out the major angles. going all in, and this still gonna be a very, very crucial hard point for Team T2P, Scared, because they need to get this one.
Okay.
Otherwise, they will be out a little bit early.
Oh, you've got to get this one. It's the Money Hill as well. The P4 coming in out here. It's the Sparrow. Answers back from Prevail though, but he'll be shut down. Coming in instantly. Master and Abyss. Some of the big people out there. Some of the big names who've got to perform right now on this stage as Random's Hunter Killer gets Viper down as well. Looking at the position. Again, the control. It's not really in the hands of T2P. Godlike still shutting them down on every single front, but Abyss, he goes big, gets a 3K out there as well as Warden shuts him down. The hill is still being controlled by Godlike for the last 15 scrap seconds. One of the most difficult hills to break. If you go the War Machine on the other side, that's exactly what Learn is using. That's exactly how he's shutting down every single one of them. Flag Jacket not really there for the long time, but it's absolutely fine. He did his job.
Yeah, he certainly got the maiden frags, and eventually he just said that you are not going to be the person who will kill me. It's going to be me, myself. I'll be my own enemy. But for now, Viper starting journey, getting 2 frags, and now taking the control of the center hard point. 130 for the players of Team Godlike. Time to pound a bit far away from the point. And this is not looking good. Warden, meanwhile, this Lars is looking crazy. Look at the kill feed. He's just going all bonkers on his enemies.
Now here's the thing, right? It's again the P1 coming in. This is the place where you need to stop the other team from getting points most of the time. But look at the position of the members of Godlike. Constantly playing so far ahead over towards the stairs. They're stopping any kind of rotation of T2P instantly from the hill. That has been one of the big problems right now. Finally, it's been contested out there, but not for long as Warden answers back instantly. The USS-9, one of the most insane SMGs out there. I mean, I'm being obliterated by my rank enemies out, but absolutely potentially because of my aim out here. But Prevail standing up strong, getting a 2K. Crusher, Master, both of them being utterly destroyed. This is why Godlike is one of the strongest Hacienda teams.
Yeah, and you can see that clearly. Look at the control from Abyss. Type 63 utilization to its perfection. But hey, Crusher crushed down his opponent and looking forward some more frags. He certainly will. Sparrow is already online and Scared. This is looking good, but how Warden got that frag, I have no clue. And he gets another Abyss Viper Warden. These 3 lads is making sure the team down to pound. They won't get any chance to survive back, and the Death Machine will shortly call their names, and Abyss was just shutting down everyone. Holy, this game is looking so good, and Random's War Machine also retaliates back, taking the control of the hard point.
Answering back as well with the War Machine. They've got to try and take control of the stairs. No, not good out here. Still getting 1-for-1 trade though, but this is not really the best spawn coming in. But look at how smart Godlike are playing. Eventually split the spawn as well. The Money Hill still being contested out here in the garage though, but the trophy system goes out in at the perfect time. But 3 players standing up, and all 3 of them find their own win. Prevail answers back to instantly shutting all of them down. The fun fact is, Abyss is using the Death Machine. The Death Machine, which we normally do not see by most of the people, but it's absolutely fine. It's Godlike. They can do whatever the heck they want to right now, because that's exactly what's happening. Answering back on the other end though, back and forth. Crusher finally finding some good things, but Suction and Master, they are facing so many difficulties on the other side. Just look at the difference in kills out there.
Yeah, you're talking about the kills. Look at the score difference, man. Team Godlike already touching the 200 mark, and they're just 50 away from getting this first map in the bag. And Abyss, meanwhile, utilizing the one skin Type 63 to his perfection. Warden going crazy once again. Somebody has to stop this lad, and Tempest, Viper's Tempest, using the perfection. No way, this is not the way. This is not the way. You're gonna end the first map. 21 seconds left on the clock. I think so. Team Godlike need to take control of the next hard point. But for now, Team Down to Pound trying to take control of this one. They certainly did. 75 points already. The counter contestation from Team Godlike is looking strong, but the frags, they just want those. Some random shots. Yep, not good.
Not really happening out there again towards the P4. We will go 20 more points needed for Godlike. T2P down at 75 at this point. Even in the rotations, they are being absolutely outmatched though. Operators still 3 in the bag for them. And that is the big thing about Godlike right now. Look at Warden. He's the man who's going for the equalizer. As soon as this weapon is out in the Godlike's hand, it gives me the entire flashbacks of Luminosity versus Godlike and how Prevail made the nasty play. But this time it's Abyss making those plays. It's even Learn standing up strong. The Sparrow is perfect. Every single rotation being stopped. Abyss with the equalizer couldn't get anything as Warden Warden and Learn will work in unison, and Godlike will claim the first map of Hacienda.
That's how we start the upper
GG's.
bracket semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. Hacienda, the first map, goes into the back of Team Godlike.
GG's.
What a start. Nothing taken away from the players of Team Down to Pound. They started by collecting some points. The counter contestation was looking good, but once again, scared that wasn't enough against the players of Team Godlike. And look at that, Prevail from the start. He was looking too good, and he was flexing a little bit, you know.
I mean, overall, that's one of the big strengths when you perform on the international stage, that you get so much more freedom, you learn so many new things, and you gain so much confidence out here that in the domestic circuit, you're just able to shut everyone down. Look at these nasty off angles from Viper, man. That has been so problematic to deal with. The operator usage of Godlike has always been on point, and this has been the storyline since 2023, and we continued the entire storyline in 2024, that whenever it comes to the operator usages, that's where Godlike shines the most. But I genuinely did not anticipate that we're gonna bring forward the death machine coming in, bro. Like, that was insane.
It certainly was, and the utilization was also insane for sure. But let's take a look at the kills. Crusher tried his level best, so did Random, but Abyss lacking a little bit, as well as Master. It's very few times we can see that Master is unable to get those skills. But hey, sometimes it's not your day. But Prevail, Viper, Learn, Warden looking too strong, but Abyss got the MVP title. 40 frags and 19 deaths. That's it. 13 assists. Yep, this man was too good. And look at that. The time collection, 1 minute 12 seconds onto that hard point.
Exactly, that's what I wanted to talk about, right? Learn was the main OBJ player for Godlike. Wasn't really fully OBJ because the rotations have changed out and the meta has kind of changed a little bit. But if you really focus down on it, right, the minimum time for the side of Godlike in the objective itself, or rather in the hard point of the hills, was 30 seconds. The maximum time that T2P could eventually manage was a bare minimum of 40 seconds, or max to max 40 seconds. That was the big problem. Like, it came down to those gunfights itself where Godlike were constantly finding some big values, man. And once you find that momentum early on, that's when you can spawn trap the opponent, or at least push them off in a very awkward spawn. And that's exactly what kept on happening. If you look at the position of Godlike in the entire map, as soon as they took control of the P3, that was the money hill, right, over towards the garage, or rather the P2 itself, that's where we initially saw them push out forward, forcing T2P to spawn all the way towards the well. And it's a humongous rotation out there. You eventually lose a lot of chances and points over towards the side. Having a look at the statistics of Abyss as well. Look at his impact. 196 Phoenix. Now, that is the crazy play coming in from this dude, because he has always been so on point.
He certainly was, and this was just the first map, right? They just started, and that's how Abyss will start the day of getting the impact and getting the MVP title for himself and on his name. And now we just move forward for the second map, Control. In fact, this is going to be one of my favorite, because you just mentioned, right? This is also one of your favorite map, Kuruana Metropolis, right? I still remember last year I saw this map, and it's pretty interesting and difficult to just play on this particular map. But hey, if you get the start, if you get the gist of it, yep, you are good to go.
It's the big thing right now. Again, on this map, one of the biggest problem is to control that mid. But guess what? Godlike don't really care about that right now.
Bro, what?
Still down to a 2v4 scenario, make it a 1v4, a lovely beginning from T2P, and that's exactly what they needed right now. Every single player at least getting one of those frags. Abyss though, we've known this man to pull absolute insane clutches with this Tundra, and he starts things off in the exact same manner. The only problem is that he does not have the bomb. Still, going all the way from A long right now, and off angle! The shot did connect! The HP was low, but still time to pound answer back. Unfortunate for Godlike, but a phenomenal beginning for T2P.
Oh my god, Scared. That was a really interesting start for the players of Team Time to Pound, defending, and certainly they were good on that defensive side. Team Godlike, Abyss almost got it. That the second shot was too good, but Warden, the exchange of those frags were looking good. Viper instead retaliated. Prevail now got cornered, but hey, he's still fighting. The nade is out. Now you can just easily clear some of those choke angles, and they were just doing that. Saksham Going for the cheeky angle. Meanwhile, Prevail, Crusher getting the frag, and Team Godlike. It's a 3v4 situation.
Yeah.
Though Abyss, he has a good amount of map control. And Learn is carrying the bomb. That's bad. Yeah, the bomb. It's down.
Oh, look at Master right now. I was just about to say that he should win out that duel, but Viper eventually got him off guard right now. Again, Abyss. Nasty shot out to Saksham, almost landing the second. It's again the exact same scenario. The shot not landing up on the upper body. That's a bit of a problem. But Viper still controlling the B long. He was still able to find a big value out there. The only problem is he does not have the bomb. And Abyss, we have known this dude. An absolute menace. The experience always reeks from this man.
Yeah.
The IGL of the team. Can he stand up? The entire area being cleared out. The crosshair. Perfect. Hold on. The patience from Viper. Impeccable. As he catches Abyss. Rotating all the way around towards the spawn and then moving in through mid. Beautiful play from Godlike.
Absolute cinema. That's the only thing I just want to say, Scared. That final frag, that final battle seems like a Mexican standoff, but going in reverse. Abyss might get a frag. Waiting for the first move from the side of the players of Team Time to Pound. Grenades. They're sharing those utilities, but not even a single player showing their face. They're scared, they know that Team Godlike, they have to be the one who has to make the first move. Warden going for the jump peaks, almost baited out the first shot, and he was successful in that. And now look at him creating the space for his teammates and for himself. It seems that this could be a side A hit.
They're just gonna hold it down right now. Try and find a pick out here. Slowly moving forward, Saksham has got to hold that off angle. Instantly gets one as well, and before he's traded, Learn, he wanted to catch him down off guard, but it's a bait setup. T2P just baited them all out right now as Random controls the beast, shutting him down, and it's perfect from him. That's the best part about it, man. You just can't work around with the tundra if it's hitting you.
No way.
It's Prevail. He always finds these opportunities.
Yeah, man.
It's a 1v4. Like, let's be honest. It's a 1v4. Bomb not in his control. And now his position is noted.
He knows that. You know, he can see his death right away in front of his eyes. And yeah, Random is the one connecting and collecting the round. Just 2 rounds for the players of Team Type to Pound, and they're just playing very perfectly on the defensive side. Team Godlike just facing some jitters in the early stage here, and pretty understandable because Team Time to Pound, they are looking very good. The setups perfect, the baiting strats also good. Abyss trying to get the first frag. Those 2 jump peaks, they were good, but no damage exchange as such.
Here's the thing. This map exactly is one of the weak maps of Godlike. And this was one of the reasons why I said maybe the scoreline is going to look like 3-1 at least at a bare minimum.
Yeah.
Just seeing the big difference out here. How can Prevail do this one more time? No way he's going to pull that again, right? He absolutely does. And the better make it 3. Prevail showcasing his world champion form for a second out there as Random controls him. Random shuts him down. But can you do something that Abyss pulls up? Answer is absolutely no. Godlike bouncing back instantly, but dude, they've got to stop letting Prevail take that lurk opportunity from Belong.
No way. The start, man, the start, Prevail. Making sure that this has to be their round, and now that was an equalizer from the side of Prevail. Yes, you can say that Godlike collected that one, but come on, he stole the show, right? Moving forward, already taking control of the B side, and that was a setup for Warden, and Warden, now he's showcasing the same signs. Abyss and Crusher already being crushed. It all comes down to Master, Saksham, and Random. Prevail, that's a very risky move, and he got punished. Warden eventually gets a frag of his own, but Viper connecting the back lines, and the grenade works. The grenade works. Scared. You didn't even saw that coming.
Neither did T2P. That's the best part about it.
भाई
Even on this
क्या
SND.
नेड मारा है?
The best part about Godlike is that they're fully spreading out around the map, right? They're also showcasing some presence over towards the A. The entire long. And then also taking control of B right now. That's a good shot. Viper instantly answering back. His master was able to find the first one out here. First man out of this one. Still a 4v3. Abyss needs to win out that duel again. It's Prevail who's trying to lurk around with. So they're eventually sending out a player to play anti-lurk for him.
Getting the map control.
What a lovely call from Abyss.
Yeah,
He's
it's
already got a
certainly
couple of players over towards the A side.
But the problem is, you're completely unaware about the mid. Prevail controlling that angle already. Abyss just wanted one frag and he's just checking those angles. Usher
yeah,
in a very wrong position. Prevail shutting him down and now he's just leading the pack.
Calm issue.
Yeah, it certainly looks
Abyss
like
would
that.
have- Yeah, Abyss would have definitely calmed that. Mid is open. Prevail could be anywhere, but still. Crusher moving in that direction like that. That was a bit of a problem though. Still trades coming in back and forth.
Viper
Prevail
or
on. All of them ending the streaks and the chances of T2P.
Nice
As they end the half at a 4-2, and this SND also looks like it's gonna go for Godlike if this
Hey,
continues.
too early. Scared too early. You're playing with fire right now. I know you're looking confident, and it's pretty much visible that Team Godlike, they got the chance, they got the momentum already, but I have my money on Team Time to Pound. Because in the first 2 rounds, they were looking solid. Saksham, once again, leading the charge. Abyss on a different map, different side of the map already. And wait a minute, Abyss, yep, shutting down random already, and now he's just like, yeah, scared was right, Phoenix, just don't you even bother to, just cook something. It's already done.
It's fine.
It's fine, yeah.
That happens at this point. Here's the thing, right? Even on the attacking side, Abyss was trying to find some good opportunities. He landed in some nice shots too. But once it goes down to defense, that's where this dude shines the most. We've always been talking about this. Look at that, another nasty shot. Still gonna show his back and run away right now. And this is the disciplined play that we always talk about. And the reason why Crusher did not move forward is because he expected there would be someone to trade him instantly, or he was probably expecting Abyss to maybe take some more space on the back of that shot. But none of that happened. The trades going back and forth on the other side. Mid fully controlled by Godlike. And Time to Pound. They don't even have the bomb control right now. Crusher, can he make do with something? Absolutely.
Can.
First one. Instantly taken down, and now the last 2 players are remaining.
He's getting chased down by the 2 players from Team Godlike. 30 seconds on the clock. He doesn't even have the bomb. Crusher making sure that he still got this round. Prevail with the 1 shot, 1 death. And that's what you want. 5th round on board. Team Godlike 2 away from the victory. And scared up. One thing is definitely true, that this team, you can't even say that they don't even have a form. They already got this from the get-go, right? They just need those first frags and that's it. The opening frags, that's what you need. And yeah, Master, wait a minute. Punishing the players of Team Godlike. They're being too cocky and that's why they got killed instantly.
Oh, beautiful bait coming in. Viper missing out on his shot, and he's got to return back to safety now. That space given away. Can he land in one? Connection was there though, but not really long out there. Abyss answering back onto Learn. The angle still being held. But it's still down to a 3v2. And the late long lurk from Abyss. He's trying to get that flank in, and Viper is also holding it down.
He can get that one.
Oh, lovely shot, Crusher.
Bhai.
He will! What a shot by Viper!
No idea.
Turns around, smacks
okay.
another, and then Abyss's flank comes into fruition. Nowhere Godlike is able to turn this around. Viper missing the first 2 crucial shots by the bait of T2P, and then landing in while clearing the avenue. Impeccable.
You thought it was a 3v2. Viper thought it was a 1v3. He was all against the odds and gets the round for his team. Team Godlike 1 point away, 1 round away. Scared. And now you can clearly see the difference, the approach. Team Godlike, they forgot that they are defending.
Constantly pushing up all the way out there. That's the thing, right? It's gonna be a full-fledged Feynman retake coming in. The smoke going in to try and block one of the direction out here. Abyss quickly answering back as well. Instantly traded off by Viper. Still down to a 4v4. You've got to control this one avenue. You've got to control the link. The shot perfectly taken down. Shots insane. Viper lands another one as Lone will clear the hood. And it's godlike closing out the Kurohana Metropolis as well with a 7-2. They're making this look like a cakewalk for Phoenix.
Yeah, it seems like that. I think so. They are in just hurry. Maybe they hadn't had lunch or something like that. It's time for their snacks because it seems like they're just eating them alive. Time to pound. They just got only 2 rounds. The team godlike getting 2 maps in a row, and they just need one more. But hey, before this particular map, you mentioned that you are expecting a comeback. You are expecting a sweep. Are you still opting for that? Are you still sticking to your words, Scared?
I mean, I'll have to say, it seems a bit right now.
Yeah.
Godlike is one of the best teams in control, I'll have to say. And it's one of the big reasons why there's been so many changes out there in the meta of control itself. We'll talk about that in a while as we have a look at these highlights itself. I mean, again, for the first couple of rounds, yes, it did seem like P2P will have the advantage. They were spreading out across the map. They were taking control of major avenues. But then came Prevail's lurks.
No way.
That's their own attacking half. And once it swapped up, bro, I mean, Viper just took it all on himself. This new lad joining in the roster, he's just doing a phenomenal job.
A huge shout out to all the players, and obviously whosoever picked this lad, you can clearly see that how much perfect and good he is, especially with those particular frags and controlling the game, controlling the map already from the get-go. But now looking forward to the next map, the control mode, Saksham unfortunately was lacking.
I mean, he was facing a lot of difficulties in this one, I'll have to say. Saksham mastered as well. Abyss is the one who eventually gives out the calls for T2P. He's the man who leads in with the chart. And yeah, let's just say that godlike again. The way they understand how this entire one map works, right? Abyss was calling in for some fast rotates over towards one part of the map or the other side of the map, right? Because that's what godlike were eventually going with for the starting. And then Learn started to give his own calls. And it was like, all right, you know what? We're gonna fake on one side, we're gonna hold it down, and then move on the other side. We'll make sure that we insert Prevail to one point so that he can find some opportunities from there. B-Long was the place where he could exploit it, and he did that absolutely like a madman. And that one round from Learn, my goodness gracious. You'd never expect him to make those kinds of plays, but guess what? The IGL leads with example for this side.
He is leading himself with an example, right? And Scared now, the third map. What are your expectations? Do you think that team type to pound and they just try to bounce back or just showcase? All right, we still got some fuel left in the tank. But hey, the best factor, the best thing about this particular group as well as the particular format, it's going to be a double elimination format, right? If you just unfortunately for some reason if you say if you face a loss, you can still bounce back, you can still come up with some solution and still be a part of this incredible journey.
That's one of the big things. Yes, it's the double elimination, but would you really want to go in over towards the lower bracket? That's the main thing, right? Eventually, if you're looking for that international slot, eventually if you're looking for those $10,000, you would really want to go instantly and take the slot all the way from the upper bracket itself. But now, as we'll be moving on to the map of control, right? Here's this big thing. You can't walk down in the mid road. Like, I'll just be honest with you. You can't walk down from there. So it's still going to fall down onto those shotgun plays coming in from first Saksham as well. And then on the other side, you've got Prevail who will be running it down with that shotgun. I still remember when Learn used to play with the R9 for this team.
Oh, man.
A couple of years ago, man. He used to be an absolute madman with that. Exactly.
At that time, that lad was still cracked, eh? He was still too good and he still is. Doesn't matter. The weapon changed, but the man doesn't. He is still the same.
Exactly. That's the big thing right now as we, again, move on to this control. 26-26 live. Absolutely equal. Half of the map divided into blue, half of it is yellow, but here we go. Time to pound, moving in unison, all the people together. It's going to be a drone, beautiful one that as well as The Postal is being taken control of perfectly. They're still gonna hold it all down. Lovely shot from Learn. Tries to open things up. And it's very difficult to take control of that A if at once the attackers try and lock it down right now. Second tick of progress already locked in. Moving towards the third one as the answer comes back instantly. Godlike finally shutting down a couple of members as well, but it's still not enough. No. Gonna be answered back instantly, and a lovely shot coming in from Abyss.
Yeah, got the man advantage. They got the chance already in their back. 5 lives advantage in the favor of Team Godlike, and you can just keep counting. Look at Abyss and Viper shutting down his opponents and eating them alive. They're just like donuts. 18 to 11 and taking control of the point A. 70%
Yeah, I mean,
done. 6 lives advantage. Yeah, what can you say right now?
You can try and smoke down the mid. Yeah, you can try and smoke down all the mid that you really want, but as long as a beast stands up there, as long as he's the one who's stopping everyone from the other side, there's only one unidirection that he can eventually be flushed in, and that's the big problem currently for T2P. That there's only one angle which Godlike players have to watch. That's the straight angle, and they can play over towards the headshots with these containers. So they can have their own fun time right now. Finally 13 to 6, though back and forth coming in as Warden answers back again. The USS 9 working out perfectly for this dude. And they've also got their own operators for the next round too. This is the strength of Godlike. 12v1.
No way.
And this is done and dusted.
No way. Are you gonna punch him to death? No, it seems like that, but Random finally bites the dust by Warden. And the way Learn was playing, it just looked like that, right? He was just trying to just melee him and get the final frag. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, moving forward for the second round now. Godlike already taking the advantage, and now it's team time to pounce. Chance to just redeem himself and bounce back, but Lone Viper and Abyss collecting 1 frag each.
Yeah, shutting them down with this war machine. That's what I mentioned, right, in the previous one. They've got their war machines up, or rather, their operators up, as again the death machine, this time in the hands of Warden. My oh my, they always love to bring that one, right? And again, the Freddy missile not really catching anything. Really destroys himself out there, so that's a bit of a problem as Viper with the Tempest wants to move up in front. A couple of players up in front of him. Still 5 up in the arsenal. Answers 1, catches the second. They're just shutting them down in the spawn. The spawn trap is just impeccable from Godlike.
And it's looking unstoppable, and just look at that. Look at the lead once again. And Random with the war machine, yeah. It's there to collect frags. It's meant to, just collect those.
It's a defensive one.
It's especially a defensive one. Yeah, it's about to mention that. So you know that how you're gonna just deny the streak. But wait a minute, team time to pound. They are thinking that they can fight back. And okay, Crusher just killed himself. He's like, yeah, you can't kill me, Abyss, before he can just lodge a grenade. Random just shuts down Warden. 19 to 30, the score is looking good for Team Godlike.
It's difficult. It's very difficult for T2P to break it back. First tick of progress already locked in over towards the B. And a big life advantage of 5 for Godlike. Look at the position that they are all in. Surrounding out the members right now. All they need to take care of is going to be Crusher first. And then move over towards the B from a different angle. Or they can just try and go for the spawn trap. Warden eventually able to win out that duel over towards the left side. Finally moving up, and they're going for the spawn trap. Annihilator in the hands of Abyss. We've always talked about this man. It's Prevail, brings out his own Sparrow as well. Wants to clear out this hill. Wants to break open, and he will be able to do so until Abyss shuts him down with the equalizer. 1:13 on the clock right now. Still, he's going to get the second one as well. But nothing after that. Long range Learn answers back at him. Makes it 2 as well. You got the assault up in your hand. The equalizer is not going to do anything up close and personal. Answers back coming in from Master. But it's 11v5 and still 50 seconds on the clock.
You still got time, but you don't have frags. Time to pound for death. They are fighting back. Prevail getting some frag, but Sakshim's death machine is good enough. Wait a minute. He still got some fuel. He can still get some frags. Master once again getting killed. Saksham trying his level best and still found Prevail behind the wall. And yeah, it works. It somehow works. But hey, Saksham! Wait a minute, he still got the frags. 2v5 doable, if you think like that.
15 more seconds remaining right now for Godlike to make a move. That's the bait coming in, but an assist from the other side. A trade instant as well. But it's still one more shot that's landed perfectly. Abyss Gets the Tundra right on the back of the head of retreating player. That was still, I'd have to say, a very valiant effort coming in from Saksham. With the death machine, was able to stop them out for a second. But they, again, it's got like just overwhelming the other side. The smokes again gonna go out there in mid, but another war machine from Learn. He brought out one right in the start of the previous round,
and he still got one. And you can see that, right? How much confidence this guy is, despite the fact the distance was too much, but he's still fighting those shots. Warden's death machine can still do a lot of damage, and he was just waiting for the perfect moment. Warden getting the frag, Abyss is down, healing himself up, patching himself up. For this time to pound looking good, but Saksham, you have to have a taste of your own medicine now, because Warden, this guy is unstoppable. Getting the frags, Random shuts him down, that's a trade, but Learn and Prevail falling up the lead with the frags, and Tempest, Viper's Tempest is too good to be true. And look at him, just look at his POV.
It's just an absolute domination right now. Time to pound. Every single player has got to get two at least from the other side. Now they're answering back as well. Like, it's a bit turning into the yellow too, but it's just not enough. Still got to bring out a couple of operators right now in the hands of Random and Crusher. Just want to try and find an opportunity, but this is the hold again that we are talking about. One good thing is that right now Crusher is holding down the avenue on the right as a bees. Shuts him down instantly as soon as I said. Random has got to find something from this war machine. It's got to try and shut down the others. 23 more seconds remaining. They've got to lock in the progress over towards the A to add 1 more minute onto the clock. But it's going to be very difficult as Prevail. The shotgun moves up. Just one more when the Sparrow is going to be up online. Can eventually get one long range. Sparrow is up. And I think so it's going to be even more difficult right now. The third tick of progress locks in over towards 1 minute landed in. But it's a 13v2. And Godlike are just demolishing T2P.
Prevail with the Sparrow. That final frag was with the Sparrow. He knew it that this is going to be an easy end, and it certainly was. Feels like it. Team Godlike moving forward.
Well done, Team Godlike. फर्स्ट विन ले लिया भाई डे का, और उसके बाद बहुत ही सही खेला यार। अब इसके बाद मेरे ख्याल से सिटी का मैच है विथ फीलाइंस। मुझे नहीं पता उस टीम में फीलाइंस में कौन है, बट होपफुली एक अच्छा मैच होगा। यहाँ पर अभी बीच में बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक चल रहा है, इसलिए मैंने बंद करा हुआ है, नहीं तो क्या है ऑपरेटर वगैरह रहता है यार। लेट्स सी भाई 3-0 मतलब इस तरीके से खेला है कि क्या ही बोले। इनका सीडीएम में जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो भी काम आ रहा है, और प्रैक्टिस भी दिख रही है, काफी अच्छा दिख रहा है यार इन लोग का।
Their defense on the control, and they were doing a fantastic job with that. Modern taking control entirely, followed up by Learn, is fully dominating throughout.
It certainly was dominating, and few points I had to mention, right? Like Saksham was trying his level best, but look at it. He just got only 9 frags. So scared, that is also a problem. That yes, we saw those frags just because you got that operator skill, but what about the normal fights? What about those 1v1s? What about those crucial fights? You could have secured some more, but all right, it was just a bad end for you. Crusher Abyss is lacking a little bit. Random getting the 18 frags, the highest amongst his teammates, but Master getting the MVP title because his score is a little bit extra. But impact from the side of Random was good, but Warden, we just saw the final fight, collecting 3 frags, getting traded out, and then the final Sparrow kill was enough. But ladies and gentlemen, we all know what are we going to witness in the live chat section. The yellow hearts, the support of Team Godlike. Come on, you guys can smile now. You guys are going to be happy because once again these lads got their first victory. But this is not the only game Godlike will play today. One more match left, because that's going to be the third matchup of the day, Scared.
That's the thing about it, right? The third matchup of the day. We'll talk about all of that in a while, though, because people, I know that you really love to listen from the members of Godlike themselves, right? And I've got a beautiful interview lined up with you. So let's call upon the man, Prevail himself from Godlike. What's up, Prevail, man? How are you doing, bro? How are you doing? Well, here's the thing. I think so the audio is going to be checked up here real quick right now. But yeah, we can't hear you, my man. We can't hear you. Seems like You've been focusing too much in the game right now. We'll be working out that one real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. Sometimes good things always take time, but at least the party is spoiled for you guys. That Prevail will be here for the interview out here. I know, Phoenix, that there are a couple of questions that you yourself also want to ask from him, right? And there's some, at least 2 or 3 maybe, that I want to ask. But here's the big thing. He has been a man who's been on the international stage.
Exactly.
He's been performing on that stage himself. And
Guys, hold up.
at that time, he was basically like the main assaulter of the team who was leading the chart instantly.
हेलो ओके सो मैच का तो हो गया इनका पूरा
Make
वो
sure
अभी
and
प्रिवेल
also,
वगैरह का
you know,
इंटरव्यू
just puts
दिखाएंगे
you in a
तब
very
देखते हैं
perfect spot. And okay, wait. It seems like you got some information scared. That's for you and maybe for the audience.
अभी next match किसका?
Absolutely right.
अभी
Ladies and gentlemen, let's
सोल
welcome
का ही
Prevail
होगा
back out here. Prevail, first of all,
Soul
man,
versus?
hi, how are you doing, dude?
felines
I'm doing good. Long time, man.
Oh, man.
नई
Absolutely.
टीम
You remember back in 2023, you were playing under the roster of NS, if I'm not wrong, on
Yeah.
with the first
Yeah,
round in
yeah,
India.
yeah.
You got second
Yeah.
out there, right?
Yep.
From that to now being one of the
Prevail
best
का
part of
interview देख लो।
Godlike through the international stage journey as well. I know there are a few things you would want to tell your fans about. So, what is the idea of Godlike right now? What are they focusing on?
The idea of Godlike is basically, I mean, as you all know, like, we consider ourselves as a competition to the international teams. Like, as of right now, we are not really scared of the Indian competition out there. So, like, we always look forward to facing the international teams and just being done with the stage 4 real quick, because we just want to be done with it real quick and just go to stage 5. That's all. Like, like we as a team are like not really scared of any Indian team out there, if I'm being honest.
All right. So, according to the schedule, you will face the winners of the next match of the next PO3, right? And
yes,
according to the books, according to the charts, we are expecting Team SATL, right? I hope you are on the same
Yes.
page. And aren't you afraid of that too? Aren't you afraid of that matchup too?
No, not at all. I think we are like very confident about any Indian team. Let it be SATL, let it be T2B, like we really don't care. Like it's
SATL
fine.
को
Like
नहीं
we
करना चाहिए
consider
यार,
ourselves
थोड़ा
again. Like we consider international
बेस्ट
teams
ऑफ
as
3
some
तो नहीं
competition
होगा
to us.
बेस्ट ऑफ 5 तो जाना
Not
चाहिए
any-
Okay.
SATL
Awesome,
वाला
man.
बेस्ट ऑफ 5
Love
तो
the
जाना चाहिए
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
3-0 तो नहीं होगा यार
You know, Trunks is now a part of that roster, right? Part of your ex team.
Yeah.
ये रुक
He's always there.
तेरा
with you
double
guys,
voice आ
so
रहा है उस
Yeah.
How are
screen पे
you,
भी
how are
on
you
लो
looking that competition? Do you think because he's got the same mentality as you
हाँ
guys, right? You
मेरा
guys
यहाँ
were
का
a
बंद
part
कर
of the
दे
same
माइक
roster. You were on that
देख ले
international stage together as well. Back
स्ट्रीम का
when you
वॉइस बंद कर देना
rose up
Stream
against
का बंद कर
Luminosity
देता हूँ।
and again made the entire nation proud. Now here's the thing: since Trunks is going to be the part of that lineup, how are you looking things against SATL? How are those things looking?
अच्छा सीडीएम में इन लोग
Again,
का
the
आमना
thing
सामना
is,
नहीं हुआ
if you ask the same
सीडीएम में
questions to
गॉडलाइक
Trunks
एसएटीएल से नहीं
that you
खेली
asked me, are you like really confident against this team? I really don't think their answer would be the same. I feel like they should be scared of us, and like we don't care. Like if it's Trunks, whoever it is, like whoever is playing, like we don't care.
They were brothers, right? Now it's enemy. You're in a different territory.
He
अच्छे
is a
ट्रंक्स की
brother,
इसलिए
he
खींच
is a
रहा है क्योंकि
brother,
ट्रंक्स
but
पहले
like it's
इसमें
still
था ना
fun when
गॉडलाइक में
playing
था
against Trunks. Like it's nice.
Awesome.
All right, fair.
सही है भाई
There's one more thing that I kind of wanted to ask, right? What is it between you and Viper rotating the Tempest between both of you? Like, well, you guys don't have any specific set for that one, or you're like, it depends on the map and it depends on the team?
No, honestly, I used to use Tempest and it didn't work out quite well for my playstyle, so we just switched it with Viper because Viper is a sniper and like a more passive player, so we just switched the Tempest with him.
Oh, I mean,
That's all.
that's kind of fair. Phoenix, Phoenix, anything that you want to ask?
One statement for all the fans and for all the supporters out in the chat, because they were just spamming yellow hearts and supporting you guys. One thing for them.
All I wanna say is like thank you guys. We're gonna speed run this stage 4 and we'll be done soon with it. Till then, keep supporting us. That's all. Thank you for the support.
Beautiful, my guy. Beautiful. Again, thank you so very much for being here, Prevail, and congratulations for this
Thank
win.
you.
Good luck for your next matchup.
Thank you.
I can hear your laugh behind the screen. Yeah, go ahead.
man.
Talk about it, dude. Take the stage.
He did this. He was on a speed run. Yeah, he was just trying that. Okay, this is gonna be an easy match, and this was an easy interview for him too, right?
मेरे
Just
को तो
wrapped it
लगता
up
है
too quickly
ये
that I
वाला
didn't
मैच
even
भी
understand.
वैसे
Yeah,
तो
the interview is over. But
3-0
for
हो
now,
सकता
this
है.
show for Team Time to Pound is not over, ladies and gentlemen. They
सोलर
still got
फीलाइंस का
one
भी
more
जो है
match left, and
ये
so
भी
on. Potential to
हो
more
तो
matches.
सकता है
Because if
3-0,
they win
बट
the
देखते हैं.
lower bracket matches, they can continue their journey.
कम
The
करता हूँ
next
यार.
match, it's going to be for Team SATUL Esports and Team Felines. And I love the question from your side, Skid. You mentioned about Trong, and we also, kind of sprinkled down the brother factor.
बोल
But hey,
आवाज आ तो रही है ना कि
yeah,
थोड़ी
he's still brother, but
कम
he's
है.
a different team, and it's lovely
आ रही है ना,
to play
ठीक है
against
ना.
him. And I would
तो
love
क्या
to see
मेरे को
how
थोड़ी सी
that
ज्यादा हो
match,
रही है
how that
वॉइस,
particular match will pan out.
इसलिए.
Obviously, one more thing.
किसकी मेरी?
Will Team
नहीं
Felines
नहीं,
put up
गेम
a
की आ रही
fight
है,
against the players of Team
स्ट्रीम की
SATUL?
आवाज ज्यादा हो रही.
That's the big thing, right? A lot of things have changed up here right now. We've got some
ये
new
YouTube
members
पे है ना
in
साला,
from in the
वो
roster of
उसमें
Felines
अलग
as well as
सिस्टम था.
compared to what it was a long time ago right now. So it's gonna be new. It's gonna be interesting to see. They've also got some bad blood all the way back from 2024 as well. So let's see if they can eventually pull themselves back up. But ladies and gentlemen, all of that action of SATUL and Felines right after this short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
मेरे को हाँ, ये म्यूजिक साला वो बजाएंगे, कॉपीराइट वाला म्यूजिक है. अच्छा करा मैंने म्यूट कर दिया भाई पहले. चलो ठीक है. अरे भाई यहाँ पे तो म्यूट ही रखूंगा मैं, क्योंकि क्या है, दिक्कत आ जाएगी फिर. अरे मेरे इस पे पिछले वाली पे स्ट्रीम पे आ गया अरे कॉपीराइट म्यूजिक की वजह से. हालांकि म्यूट करा दिया मैंने, देखते हैं वो. मैं म्यूजिक हटा दिया, देखते हैं. नहीं, मेरा स्ट्रीम पे वो ओपन कर दिया ना मैंने, तो वैसे दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. अभी साला मैंने मेरा जो एक्स हाँ एक्सेलरेट वो नहीं है इसमें. नहीं उन लोग का शायद इनविटेशनल था ये सारी, मतलब ये जो टीम्स है इनको इनवाइट किया था. चाइना में तो देखते हैं, 5 मिनट तो लगेंगे अभी. अबे 8 बजे तक जाएगा बे मैच, बाप रे. 8 बजे चालू होगा तीसरा मैच वर्ल्ड लाइक का. हम्म केबीसी देख रहा है. विच बैटर क्या था. हम्म हरमनप्रीत कौर. हम्म स्मृति मंडाना हो सकती है. वो तो तीसरी जिसका बताया है वो तो लोअर ऑर्डर बैट्समैन है, उसके इतने नहीं हो सकते. केबीसी कहाँ खेल रहा है तू? अच्छा। अच्छा। तेरा क्या हुआ? स्ट्रीम का तो करने वाला था, फिर बोल रहा है तो क्या हो गया? अरे तो वॉच टाइम, वॉच आवर तो मिलेंगे, वॉच टाइम तो मिलेगा। हाँ। वो तो है, पर अपने को वही बात है ना। कौन सा वाला? अच्छा। सब्सक्रिप्शन नहीं है मतलब? तो मतलब क्या यूट्यूब, उसके यूट्यूब चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना है कि क्या? अच्छा, मेंबरशिप। ऐसा क्यों करते हैं भाई? मेंबरशिप को क्या मतलब? ये भी सही है यार। भाई मेरे को उसका रोस्टर भी नहीं पता अभी, कौन बंदे हैं उसमें। कोई आइडिया नहीं मेरे को, इन दोनों ही टीम्स का कोई आइडिया नहीं था। एक्सेलरेट का आइडिया था, लेकिन उनको खिलाया ही नहीं। मेरे को तो लगा तीसरी टीम ही आने वाली है, एक्सेलरेट, लेकिन और ही आ गई। ये लोग मेरे ख्याल से ये वो वाले होंगे, क्या बोलते हैं, स्टेज 2 पे जिन्होंने टॉप 2 में खत्म करा था ना, टॉप 4, मेरे ख्याल से ये वो हैं। हम्म। चलो भाई, वी आर बैक, चालू कर लेते हैं। अरे भाई।
Out here back again after one absolute domination of a matchup win by Godlike. We are in for another banger out here. Phoenix, it's got S8QL up in front of Team Felines. Two of, again, one of the most experienced players and rosters out there with some new changes coming in both of them. And I'm really excited to see how it's going to pan out. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, one every single player name, right? Except you can just expect
नहीं
that
देखिए,
all
जैसे
right, team
इसमें
they are facing.
जैसे तो
You can just hear some new names too. Maybe that there is a possibility. But for now, we talk about Team
ये
SQL
फ्रैन वहीं का
Esports,
है,
Sam Strong, Sir,
पोलैंड का।
Jess, Fran, and
पोलैंड
Marvel,
का है सब।
and we all know what
मेरे को
type
लगा
of
वही अपना
experience these players have.
इंडोनेशिया।
Absolutely. Jokos is also in this lineup though, but it
पोलैंड
seems
का
like he'll not be playing
ये
it
है
today, so
फीलिंग्स।
that's one part of it. But this is the roster which I wanted to talk about. Septic, Encrypt, Scab, Koopa, Nixo. They've got a couple of new names coming in as well. Nixo is one of the new members out here of the team. A lot of people are
सरदार
kind of looking forward to him
सरदार
as to how he's
प्लेयर।
going to perform
ओके,
out there. Septic, Encrypt, Scab, they all have played previously. Koopa
सही है भाई।
is basically previous IGN was Luigi, so he was also a part of DreamHack last year too,
Yeah.
and an event before that. So both of the rosters up in front of us, the playing five. I think so. We can potentially see Team Felines having a bit of an advantage out here, just
हैं?
because of the fact that Encrypt and Septic Scab, all these players, they have played together previously. So, you know, it's highly possible the synergy might kick in as we have a look at the map window itself. We're going to kick things off at Apocalypse, then we'll be moving on to Firing Range, on the SND. Man, I really want to see how Trunks is going to perform out here. Then the third one is going to be Crossfire up incoming. If we move to map 4, it's going to be Slums, and map 5 again, one of the most loved maps of SND people. Tunisia, we've seen this for a very long time, and I kid you not, Phoenix, I hope story does not go there because it is an absolutely slow map.
I know things, you know, get really slow on the map of
यार मेरे को actually Tunisia देखना है यार.
that's a part of the game. Because God, like just what they took, what, 47 minutes, and
काफी
if
कम
you
देखा है
include the
CDM.
interview segment too, that was just like 43
अभी हुआ था
minutes.
ना,
So
Tunisia
53
में हुआ
minutes,
था
and
ना अभी match.
that's it. And so you got some time in
नहीं,
the bank.
Tunisia
You
नहीं
got
हुआ
some
ना.
time in the bank, so you can just
नहीं,
utilize it.
पुराना
But hey,
तो
I got
था.
my notes aligned, and Team Felines, when they face the players of Team Godlike, they actually perform well against the players of Team Godlike. In the Group A, before this particular stage started, eventually it was Godlike's victory, but Team Felines managed to just shut down Age Esports X, and they were looking solid. But now, if you're facing Team S8UL, there are some things which you can exploit and try to just get
भाई ये बहुत
things in
गंदी
your
जगह
favor.
है.
But the first frag
यहाँ
goes to
अगर खड़ा
Felines
हो गया
Nico,
ना
and
कोई
you
बंदा
can
तो
see they already
बहुत
started
मारता
their
है भाई.
frag fest. But Sams and Jez, they got some different plans, getting the frag fest for themselves. But Felines, they are the first one who are collecting points.
Absolutely, back and forth trades coming in as Marvel instantly landing in one as well along with Trunks though, but Koopa is also there to answer back. He's also there to play out his own game as well. A few extra points coming in for Soul Felines. Having some struggles coming in from their side though. Jez, instant answer on the other end. They're still controlling the hill. No contest whatsoever right now, and it being thrown in, but it's just not enough as Trunks holds it down. But Septic, his frag finds two. Marvel, Trunks, both of them falling down, and Jez as well takes another bite out of the dust. That's an instant trade-off coming in. Felines taking control.
SATL Trunks looking too strong. His Super Saiyan mode is already on, and now Team SATL Esports might hit the 30 marker, but now Felines thought that they can spot and stop these players, but now unable to do that. Trunks also bites dust, but 35 total points in the bag of Team SATL, and that's a good number. The minimum target, if you just keep that in mind, that that's the amount of points you're gonna collect from every single hard point, then yes, you
क्या
can
लगता है
easily climb
कितना
up the ladder.
और ले पाएगी
He's looking in a
Felines?
hot form already.
Absolutely, but here's the big thing, right? This money hill, you really need the close spawn coming in, and that's exactly what Soul has got. It was initially Franz who was trying to take control of the spawn, and Sam is going in on that UT. Now it's Marvel who's trying to hold it all down, but they still have to move in unison as the hill is not under their control. 35 more seconds for this money hill, as well as Marvel finds a big two-piece coming in, and also a big answer from Trunks and Jez. This is the thing I was talking about. You've got the close spawn control. Your team will eventually flood onto that hill, and now it's a problem for Felines as the death machine for Trunks come into play, and he instantly shuts down 4 of them. Only one frag, finding something, but Marvel, he is now picking up the beauty which were left behind as well. A couple of blue frags here for Felines, but nothing more than that, as double digits is already hit by Trunks and Marvel.
Just going and finishing them in the spawn. Scared spawn killing at its peak, and you can clearly see that how much comfortable the players of SATUL are. But Marvel, he already get down. Limon, Felines, the players are moving forward, looking decent for now. Jez spotting the players out and shutting them down with this equalizer, looking too good. Scarf, he got his war machine online, online, and Marvel, just look at him, denying the opponents and just showcasing the dominance. 76 points for the players of Team SATUL.
He's got to dominate the entire bridge out there. And this is the best thing about it. You push out the members of Felines over towards the temple spawn, and they don't have anywhere else to go. There's only a couple of directions where they can try and flood into, and that's what they're doing. But they are being absolutely dismantled. It's a picture-perfect play from Soul. And right now, yeah, they're going to be spawned back into the far fray as well, but they're just winning all the gun duels right now. Equalizer is up and ready for Septic, but he can't really use it right now. Only 10 more seconds remaining for this hill as well, so he's going to save it for the next one. But by the time they reach the next one, SATUL will also come pretty close for a couple of their own, but that's a big mess up. Koopa He's just lost out onto his Sparrow as well. Jazz answers back, and that gives a humongous advantage to Soul for the next one.
It certainly is, because in the next hard point you tend to need those type of operator skills, but now he just lost it in an instant. And look at Sam's, he's just going bonkers already, collecting frags left, right, and center. That's a third frag in a row for him, and Tempest in the hands of Fran, just justifying this particular skill, just justifying this particular weapon. 100 marks for the players of Team SA, doing triple digits on board. Felines lacking a little bit. Koopa is getting taken down, and Jesse is just following the lead, collecting more frags. Nico with the death machine, 100 bullets in the mag, and he was just spraying and praying. Guess what? Trunks denies him. Equalizer in the hands of Septic. Getting some frags. Got two. Looking for some more. Got the hardpoint control. He certainly will. Moving forward. And you can clearly see that Felines, they are retaliating back.
Yeah, but they don't really have the spawn control, so regardless of how much they retaliate back, the numbers will always fall in for SAQL.
line में क्या
And that's
इंडियन बंदे
exactly
हैं
what
कि
they're
बाहर
doing
के
as well
बंदे भी?
right now. Look at the last few seconds of scrap as well.
Indian ही है, सब
Being
Indian
stolen
तो
away. And
Indian.
SAQL, as you mentioned, they're getting 30 to 35 points on every single hill. That's the big play coming in for their side. Fully having that temple control as well, but I like the answer. Sams was going in to try and steal away from that spawn, but Koopa was able to answer back as well, all the way from the far frame on the north of this map. So that's a big play, because now they can try and flood in onto this hill, and not just trying to destroy the amount of points the other is getting, they still can grab something more. Limon is getting a lovely piece out of the Tempest as well. Gets another one right before it hops away from its own hand.
I think ये लोग इंडिया में होंगे सब
As felines are now starting to fight back.
अच्छा ये
You spoke to
दूसरे वाले
look
लोग
at Jez and Marvel shutting down the players of Felines.
ये मतलब
Trunks thought he
Soul की
had his
team भी ना?
chance, but now he was too eager to just go all
इंडिया में होना
in.
चाहिए
And
boot camp में.
solo. Sam's getting some frags. Sparrow is already online. Does he even need that? He certainly will, because he's just losing those fights. Felines fighting back and entering into the 50 market already. The 50 points, surpassing that number. Looking forward for the triple digits. SATUL, they got stormed in the middle of these points collection, but for now, it seems they are back on track. Trunks looking unstoppable. 2 frags, looking for the third, and already locking into that one choke angle, and this is completely hindering the players of Felines.
It absolutely will, because the spawn
So
has been
cross
taken
कर
away.
पाएगी?
SAQL were able to flip that entire thing, and now this
अभी तो
one hill, that
मुश्किल लगा।
T2, which we always talk about,
अभी
can
नहीं
eventually
अभी
turn into
थोड़ा
their own
comeback
favor
किया
right
होगा।
now, but the War Machine can absolutely dismantle the other side. Fran getting one with
ये
10%
वाले में
as
अगर
he
इन लोग
answers
ने
back,
थोड़ा
though, it is the
dominate
death
किया,
machine that always
ये
looks
वाला
ये
to
कोई
fight.
बहुत
lead
अजीब
And it's
लगता
Marvel
है।
as well with his own War Machine, just flooding it down over towards the route through that one small window.
जैसे
that
equalizer
one
लेके बैठा
small
भाई,
avenue
आ जाओ।
shuts them all down as the equalizer comes in play. There's absolutely
This?
no way for Felines to hop into this one. They cannot flip the spawn. They cannot
take
move to
it.
the hill. They will have to give up all the 60 points for this.
Imagine you got the lead.
अभी
and then you
latency
just,
तो ठीक है ना,
lost
delay
it.
तो नहीं है ना
Just
ज़्यादा?
few seconds, and now Team SATUL
नहीं, नहीं, रुक,
moving
मेरे को
forward for
देखने दे।
200th mark. 13 more points they need to
तो
touch
stream नहीं
that
देख रहा
200
था?
mark, and
मैं
they
ये
will
देख रहा
definitely
हूँ,
look forward.
मेन
Marvel
वाले का देख रहा हूँ।
going for the
क्योंकि
Predator
तेरा
missile.
डबल वॉइस आ रहा है ना मैं।
Charging in, locking in on his
अच्छा।
opponents. One more second in. Yes, Team SATUL. Low key, they are looking good right now. That they've got that slow and steady wins the race type of thing, marathon.
तू
They're
थोड़ा
running in a
आवाज बढ़ा
marathon, and
सकता
now
है।
Team SATUL
आवाज कम है थोड़ी
almost
स्क्रीन पे तेरी।
about to cross that
Game
finish
की ना?
line. Koopa
हाँ गेम की।
utilizing his Sparrow,
अभी?
getting some frags, getting another. Just trying to find an opening, but unable to get that. But hey, Trunks instantly denied.
ठीक है ठीक है।
There you go.
थोड़ा और बढ़ा
The
सकते
spawn
हैं।
already being
तू
taken
देखना
away by
मतलब जो
SAQL.
कॉडम का मेन स्ट्रीम पे
Eventually
देख।
try and flood in a little
उनकी
bit
आवाज
low though,
बहुत
but for
है
now
मतलब
Felines,
अच्छी
they're
खासी।
answering back though, but they're
अरे
getting spawned
मेरे
all the way far
मेरे को
back, and
हेडफोन्स
they're
में
not
ज़्यादा हो
really
रही है
in
ना
the
भाई
fight.
वो।
It's a bit of a
अच्छा।
problem coming in as the frags eventually find their own fest too. Predator answers back, Sans shutting down Scab on the other end, though it's Trunks and Sams.
क्यों ऐसा क्यों हो
Both
रहा
for
है
the
लेकिन
USS
तो
9,
इतना क्यों आ रहा है?
absolute phenomenal performance as Limon falls down as well, not really getting the value from his Tempest. Sparrow finds the perfect connection. It's a full control of the hill right now, but still, we will be moving on to the next one, and the temple is fully controlled by SATUL. Felines have no way of breaking through this hole.
Yeah, you can already see the minimap. Team SATUL controlling that particular hard point from the get-go, and Team Felines unable to even hit that 100-digit mark. Looking a little bit impossible for them, and this War Machine making things more bad, more worse for the players of Team Felines. SATUL 12 more points away. Koopa and Nixo fighting back. Septic with the equalizer, getting some more frags, and now they are just leading the charge. But Trunks with his weapon. Death Machine was online, but now he got crushed by Limon. Nixo fighting back again. USS9 didn't work, and now Team Feline starting the 100-digit mark. It is looking good, but hey, that Quadra didn't even help the players of
100 तो हो गया,
Feline.
लेकिन 120
What
हो
a
पाएगा
marvelous
ये लोग।
performance by this lad. The grenade was worth it. Perfect. And now SC2L 84 points.
They're being
यहाँ
stopped,
पे पकड़ लिया
they're
तो
being
पकड़
held
लिया,
down,
अगले
and the
पे गए
big
तो
reason
नहीं
is because of the
होता।
spawn. But look at
अगले पे
number
तो
3 in yellow. Look at Jez. Look at the equalizer. He can eventually bring in. Maybe he can answer back. He gets one as well. So revenge coming in, instantly being shut down. Nixo stands up tall for his team. 4 more seconds and they can eventually get everything on this hill. But the next one is going to be crucial. Not a
भाई लेकिन
single
मेरा
second to be
prediction देगा
spared
तू,
by
एकदम
Feline.
perfect
They
prediction
need the
भाई।
close spawn. They cannot be kept on spawning in towards the temple. This is too far away. Limon answers back onto 2 right. But for now, they will be controlling this entire hole. But Sams is up in front, will be dealt with. Problems for SATUL as they're finally losing members left, right, and center. They're going to be flooding in faster than Felines.
Hey, Felines, the lead is huge, but hey, you can still
भाई,
try
last
to
7
fight
points
back,
के
and
लिए
it seems
तड़पा
like they
देंगे क्या?
are locked in. Predator missile already online for the players of Felines, but Trunks moving forward, taking down the players. The
उतरना पड़ेगा
smoke
तो point to
behind
point
the
कोई
vision,
जा
but
ही
hey,
नहीं रहा
he needs those frags. Cooper,
नहीं मेरा
he's just killing
मेरा
himself.
prediction wrong हो
Septic
गया
still
भाई।
trying to manage
आगे
to
निकल
get
गए
some
लोग
frags.
बहुत।
Sam's on the other side with the Sparrow. He got his
चल
online.
3 सेकंड
Still trying to deny a major
Chalo,
pack, a
super.
major area, and now getting the
Chalo,
win.
bhai, super.
Ladies and gentlemen, Team SATUL controlling Apocalypse and saving themselves from that
एक बार hard point ले लिया तो
fight
निकालने
back
को time लगता है,
retaliation
क्योंकि
approach from the
उधर
players
ही
of
spawn होते
Feline.
जाते हैं
What a good
ना।
run by the players of Team Feline, but hey, SATUL managed to get the victory in their favor.
It's a big thing. Big play again. Fully in control, being calm throughout the game. And one of the
Fully
big
in control
reasons for
नहीं
their success was Phoenix
Full in
because
control
of
नहीं
their
थे।
spawn
ये बात
control.
को मैं नहीं मान सकता।
They send out a couple of people to try and
हवा tight कर दी
flip the
थी।
entire spawn and then send out one of them to hold it. Sometimes it was France who was doing that duty. Sometimes, as I said, it was Sams who was holding that entire front down. Marvel as well for a couple of times. We saw him waiting for his teammates to spawn and then he would be the one to try and lead the charts. And this is one of the big things that has changed out here in the Indian Call of Duty mobile scene. Previously, there were players who had specific roles, who would
Next
stick
up ये
to their
SND होगा
specific
क्या?
roles and would eventually do their own duty, right? So you need
Yeah.
to make sure that every single one of them was winning their own duel. Now, it is very flexible. It's like every single player knows what to do. They can be super flexible if they want to be the OBG
Scar.
player, if they want to be the full assaulter who's just throwing it down on the other side,
Scar
or if they want to
Nixo
try
की
and play it a
थोड़ी
little bit
दिक्कत
slow, maybe they want to be the one who can hold down the spawn control, and that is where SATUL is outshining everyone else.
Yeah, this certainly shines in that particular department, and eventually, just controlling the game and according to their own pace, they just managed to get the victory. But hey, a nice try from the players of Team Felines, and you can see the distribution in front of the players of Team SATUL, right? 41 frags drop down to 40, and then there's a drop to 38 and 37. The minimum frags a player from SATUL got is 37. On the other side, Scav was struggling, and hey, sometimes these things happen. You can still fight back. The best part is, despite you get some low frags in this particular matchup, in this particular mood, but SND, Search and Destroy, could be your best friend. You can just hold hands with that particular mode, and you can still fight back. But hey, Scared, I think so. I'm just getting my hopes already up high for the players of Team Felines, and I am expecting a comeback in Search and Destroy. But once again, going back to the basics, firing range is up next.
Could be possible as well, because all of these teams, they really like to play on that.
Firing range ban कर दिया था।
Here's the thing, man.
अच्छा सही।
This entire
Godlike
map,
का firing
it's
range
very
बहुत solid है, तो
sniper
firing range
friendly.
खेलना ही नहीं
And
है, ban
Marvel,
करो।
we know how insane he has been on those tundras, and combine it with Frank, yeah, good luck trying to deal with all of that. So Limon will have to answer back very solidly. Like, just how solid he would answer back a bees on the other side. For now, SATUL, they're going to be starting in on the defense. Felines on the attack, just waiting it down, holding it down, Scav. He almost had the opportunity, but the XM4 shots not really being landed. I really like what Felines is doing. They're just holding it down.
They understand the play. They just want to control the pace. And that's the best part. Felines Limon trying to make that extra move. Understandable. You just won that first frag, but now look at Sams. out in the open, gets a frag, Scarf trades him out, but Trunks was pretty prepared for that. And now the frag once again goes to the players of SATUL. Yeah, Marvel. That was a jump peak,
बहुत जल्दी start हो
and
गया
then
रे.
he shot down his
Break ज़्यादा
opponent
नहीं था.
through a wall with a
हाँ,
headshot.
इसमें वही है.
Marvel, that's
स्टेडियम
Marvel
में
for you
बहुत
guys.
लंबे ब्रेक्स थे भाई. इसमें बहुत जल्दी
That's the big thing coming in from that, man. But I'd still have to give it to Trunks and Sam's in that position. I'm just trying to recall. Because it was Sams who got the first one in the off angle, eventually moved back to safety for a 1-2 play with Trunks, who peeked in from the trailer, eventually answering back the players. So even though there was a trade from Felines, it was instantly answered back and Trunks got his team back in the advantage. And then, as you mentioned, Marvel finding his lovely shot, getting that first round for SATUL. But this is firing range we always talk about, right? It is
Yeah.
whoever sniper player performs better, they will win out on this one.
Hey, the battle spotted by Koopa. But what? Fran! Fran is the one who shuts him down! That wasn't in my bingo list! Oh no, man. I can feel you, Koopa. But hey, moving forward with the game, you can still fight back. Bad grenade placement, alright, but
It's fine.
Sams
Happens.
understands the position and he's just going all berserk. Nico getting the frag, Trunks unable to get the frag down, but the trade from Marvel was just perfect.
Lovely shot, man. But again, it's a bait. A player behind you. Did not really realize that out there. Marvel just being baited into the trailer. Eventually been taken down though, but still the bomb is outside. Trunks holding it down. A player up in front of him swaps the weapon, instantly answered back as Fran will shut everyone down. Again, I like the adjustment from Felines this time around though. Yes, they did lose the player on towards the jungle side, but then they moved in over towards trailer. And they knew what happened previously. They knew Sams was playing in the off angle previously. So they went in with a double slide peek along with a third player jumping in as well to try and pick him off.
Nice.
They're being sent haywire.
रुक क्या हो गया?
The trades went in, but Trunks eventually won that one out by running it off from the trailer though. But a good trade coming in from the other side. Marvel answers back
उसमें
as well.
दिखा
So
नहीं
numbers
अचानक से मतलब वो
equalize.
बॉम्ब दिखा
And
सीधा
what
फट गया
won that perfect grenades? The rally of grenades was just too good that you just shut down Fran in an instant. Marvel has been dealt with, but Jez, this time, Trunks, they switched the positions. So, just because of that, you found Jez, an unexpected player in that particular area, but now
उनसे भी पीकेएम लेजेंडरी
the game is still on. It's a 3v3 fight. Limon trying to find another opening. The fight, it's all about the next frag, and it goes to Jess switching his weapon and switching his performance too. Connecting another shot, Jess! Take a breather or let them breathe. Because Team SATUL, they are looking unstoppable. Limon, the final player, the final bet. How long he can last? 45 seconds on the clock.
Why are Fran and Marvel even picking up the sniper, man? Give it to Jez with the way how he's playing. Absolute madman.
Yeah.
And you could clearly see Trunks was sitting still on towards the exit of the jungle constantly. He was playing in that off angle to catch any kind of rotator or a late from lurker from the side of Felines.
Yeah.
None of that happened, so now he's just controlling the wood. Setting his position down there, holding it down. Very late lurk coming in though. Limon needs to find the first one. He is not going to get any. Just gets a massive 3k in that one. Insane performance. And SATUL still dominating through the firing range.
SMG
Jez with the final frag in Team SATUL. Scared. It's just too good for, it's too good for them. Felines, they gotta figure out some things, and now they're just moving towards a different side. But it seems Team SATUL is already prepared for that. Look at the position of Jez. One grenade, and you can easily shut down the players of Felines. That's a perfect bait setup. Trunks getting two. Septic trades out player, but hey, before you can even understand, before we can switch the POVs, we have to switch sides. What was that?
It's just SATUL and their own domination, man. At this point, that's all I'll say. They fully control the entire fray. Koopa hasn't even opened up his account in terms of the frags. Hit marker though coming in from that frag, so they're gonna try and push it out forward. There's a lot of players up. Trunks and Sams.
हाँ अभी जल्दी स्टार्ट हो जाना चाहिए अगर ये मैच जल्दी खत्म होगा.
Eventually getting overwhelmed by the numbers.
7:30 तक हो जाना चाहिए.
A perfect spray. Jez expecting someone into the trailer, but Fran managed to get Koopa out of the picture. 3v3. Fran,
तीन ही गेम
he knows that this is really important. That backstab didn't even work out, but hey, Scav understands the play. He knows where the player is, and Fran has been dealt with. Jez trying to clear out the trailer, but hey, the picture is in front of his eyes. Septic down, and Limon fights back. Marvel, you don't have much time, but what a shot by Marvel! Drop down to a 1v1. 16 seconds of the clock. Doesn't even know where the final player was, and Limon stands up, stood strong, gets the round. Feline. Is this the comeback from their side?
Finally.
What a lovely
Copa
shot
के zero
from
kills
Marvel.
है।
My goodness.
सेप्टिक का एक।
That flick might have broken up his neck
एसएनडी
as well
मुश्किल है रे
itself.
एसएनडी में एक बार तेरे
I
को
know
अगर
that he's probably
मतलब
using gyro for
तेरा
all of
ये
that,
नहीं हुआ
but
ना
holy
स्टार्ट
smokes.
अच्छा नहीं हुआ ना तो बहुत प्रॉब्लम होती है
The off angle at the very last second. Eventually working out for the side of Felines right now, and that's exactly what they need to do. A lovely play. Septic instantly shut down Jez. A pass it over towards the A. They've got 4 players out here right now, and here's the thing. In order to try and retake towards the A side, you need the trailer control, but you don't have any utilities to try and take that trailer.
I really want to see how much Koopa can deliver because he needs that first frag. Scav and Limon, they're already down, and Marvel just getting one more frag. Koopa is out of the picture. I don't know how he even just got the frag. But hey, they are just trying to defend it. Nico spots out the player, but Fran from the back lines managed to get a frag, and that's a 1v3 situation. Nico gets 2 down. A legendary spray. But hey, SATUL, they got it. They got it in time. The 5th round in bag.
My goodness gracious, that was an absolute banger of a spray. But eventually just being overwhelmed by the numbers. It's again Trunks and Sam's finding out that big opportunity, going in for that late flank over towards the A from behind, over towards the spawn of the attackers out there. That's something surprising out here. Over towards the B though. Jungle is where they all want to rush it down. Limon, Septic, again finding some big openers, but Sam's going to get down in the tower though. And eventually find something. Is instantly clear out the fact that jungle is entirely empty, so still gonna try and rotate over there. Answering back perfectly. Felines, as the sides have been swapped, so they're still trying to hold it. So still trying to figure out where the late lurkers are. But this position, insane. Again, Trunks, he just finds out so good values out here in that trailer too. Should be done and dusted though, but it's still down to 1v2. Septic can pull something off.
1 frag. 25 seconds on the clock.
Okay,
Found and one more. Sam's dead. 20 seconds on the clock. You know where Jez is. Completely unaware about the situation. Time is running out. The clock is against you. So as the players. So as the situation.
Okay.
Septic moving forward. Taking the longer route. Spots out the player.
USS
No
9
time
अभी भी
left.
full
And it's done. Team SA12 will get the round. 3 seconds and that's it. Septic. Nice try, my
USS
guy.
9 ही है ना
But,
बेटा?
unable to deliver. Felines. One more round away. Team SA12 to get the dub in their favor.
CSS 9 or VMP.
Almost a valiant effort coming in from their side though, but not really enough. S8QL again with a fast hit over
हाँ
towards the
वो तो
jungle
लेकिन
and then
उसका तो
rotating
वो
over
चाहिए ना
from mid to
उसका
B.
क्या बोलते हैं
I mean, it's the far
उसका
right
mythic
control
होगा
that
तो
they've
ही चाहिए,
entirely
कुछ
established
चला
right now.
पाए।
Look at that, rushing it
Normal
down
भी
towards the
अच्छी
A
होगी,
side when
VM
Felines are
का।
heavy stacked up
नहीं
towards the
नॉर्मल
B.
भी बढ़िया है
Yeah.
Still gonna be a quick plant coming in.
दोनों
On the number 2 in
USS
yellow,
और
Scab. That's the player you would really want to watch out.
VMP
If you find something in mid,
mythic हो
that's
या
where you
नहीं
could
हो,
create these
दोनों ही
openings.
बढ़िया।
Trailer opened up now.
अच्छा अच्छा
Sends out a stun as well. Flashbang, maybe to catch someone. But not really enough. Fran answering back. Trunks was able to reposition inside the trailer as well. He's still holding it down as Nixo. Wants to try and catch something. Trunks answers back. Lovely shot from the shotgun. Instantly traded off as well. But it's still a 3v1. A very quick retake coming in from Felines. And it's all down to that one last player. A quick defuse is what you need. But Koopa with the shot does the deal.
And Koopa getting the most important frag of the game, ladies and gentlemen. That was so good, so important at the right, perfect time. Koopa getting his first frag. And now he can just, charge in and get some more. 4 more rounds and you can just hit that equalizer. But for now, Team S8UL, they just need 1 more round to steal the deal. Jez out of the picture right with the back. Nico getting him down. Fran A lot of damage onto this particular lad, but still making sure that he is safe. One shot, one more connection. You could have secured that frag, but nah, Fran dropping down.
Didn't want to risk it. Overstaying is not something you would want to do, right? Enough avenues out there not being open out though, but over towards the A. That's where we're going to focus down on. Trailer. Which will be taken down. That frag sent out. The hit markers there, but just not enough. Leg spotted. Perfectly taken down, and the bomb is not yet planted. So a minute and 16 more seconds. Felines doing a fantastic job. Answering back. Koopa, Septic in unison. Instantly destroying S8QL. It's
That's
not
perfect.
over until it's over.
Exactly, that is perfect. Because if you are fighting back, you got to just, you know that this has to be your game. This could be your game. This is the time where you can just try to shut down the player's trunks. Moving forward, Koopa, he understands where the player could be, but the first frag goes to S8QL. This time, Septic lost his life. Trunks expecting another move from the side of the players of Team Felines, but oh, Limon under the frag. Sams is dead.
Big one coming in. Still, the jungle control is
एक ही
not
win
really
चाहिए ना,
taken
और
up
एक और
though,
round ही
but
बचा है बस.
everything else
देखते
being
निकाल
stolen
पाते
away one after the other. It's the bomb that you still have to grab. A very
Farm
late
chat
lurk
कर रहे
coming
थे
in
तेरे
from
stream पे.
Jez all the way towards the A side. Could definitely be a problem as Koopa moves up front, finds one more. Marvel is going to be pushed back up. That's a very nice play coming in from Koopa. He was struggling throughout this SND right in the attacking half, but now he's pulling his socks up, and I think so this is one of the big play.
Bro,
And look at
seriously?
what Felines are doing. Both of them
Friend
will
again,
get
What's
the
happening?
instant answer back. Jesse will
भाई जो
take one
बंदा
down.
SND
Koopa's been
में है,
taken
उसको
off now.
नहीं
They know
पता
the
कि
position
SND
as
में
well.
क्या है.
Limon has got to slide
Are you
in,
serious?
but it's not enough. Jez shuts both of them down to take away the map of SND as well.
चलो
जीत गए
भाई,
तो.
please. यार कितनी देर पहले का आया हुआ चैट मैंने देखा नहीं था यार. सॉरी यार, थोड़ा सा मैच में चला गया था मैं. देखा नहीं मैंने कितनी देर पहले आया हुआ है. भाई थैंक यू फॉर डब्ल्यू स्ट्रीम भाई. थोड़ा शेयर वेयर कर दे, देख ले जो भी है. Nice. मैं जरा उसको एक मिनट चुप करा के आता हूँ.
Get those quick frags in. There were a couple of rounds
Chalo,
even on the
I'm back.
attacking side when I almost thought
Yeah, their
Felines
dog
would
बहुत
be able to
परेशान
push
कर रहा है.
themselves back. They had the advantage,
हाँ
getting a couple
यार,
of
वो
early picks, but then Trunks and Sams, both of these, one
प्रॉब्लम
of the
ये है
most
ना कि ये
experienced players
वो
out in the
3
industry,
से 5
working
बजे
together
तक
in
वो जगह
tandem,
हुआ रहता
was
है.
the big
तो दिक्कत
changeover. I
नहीं
still
आती.
remember Sams,
अभी उड़ जाता है
Jokers, Burns,
तो परेशान
Bros,
करता है.
Vegas.
Good old days.
This was the lineup of old
I think
Vitality all the way back
echo आ
in
रहा है क्या?
2023, right?
नहीं
So
नहीं.
bringing themselves
नहीं,
all the way
मेरी
back
आवाज का
up
echo आ
here.
रहा है
Sams
मुझे.
is still continuing. Trunks has joined the lineup of
Discord
the rival organization
Don't know.
itself. It's pretty fun to see, but
Yeah.
this control of Crossfire, it's the last chance of Felines to try and pull themselves back up.
Is this going to be the perfect map? Is this going to be the comeback map for the players of Team Felines? We'll definitely look forward to that. Marvel looking for the first shot and he connects it. Scarf is done, but the vehicle explosion was big and Marvel was lost. And he lost his life too. But hey, wait a minute. The frag fest is still on in favor of team players of SATUL. But nah, Fran, you're not smart. Jazz. In fact, Koopa was prepared. Marvel collecting and connecting some more shots in. We're still waiting for SATUL to take control of the first site, first spot.
Oh my god, look at Sam's though. His position is absolutely insane. He's just finding some timing for
वही
himself
ऐसा
to
मेरे
try and
साथ भी
spot
होता है
trap
मैं
the
देखता
members of
रहता हूँ
Felines, and
चैट
they are
देखता
facing
रहता
the
हूँ
problem, so they've got to push
तभी
themselves
तो
back
कोई नहीं
up.
होता
That's exactly
जब
what
नहीं
Septic was
देखता
also
रहता
doing,
हूँ
but
तभी
they
चैट
haven't
आता
really taken control
हाँ
of
यार, वो
these.
गेम
Jez
इतना मस्त
wants us
वो
back
इंटर
instantly
चल रहा
behind
था,
that
उसमें
Gonzalez
खो
well.
जाते हैं अपन,
Still holding that position
फिर
down,
रह जाती है
still not
साइड
letting
पे।
them take control. And now, even Sam's has moved back up.
No.
Big life advantage coming in for SATUL, 22 to 16, and they are controlling the pace.
They certainly are controlling the pace here. And Trunks, okay, out in an open with that particular weapon, not the best choice there. Septin and Scav making sure that lead doesn't extend, and they will try to control some of the frags. But Jez found an opening once again. Limon is down. He will, once again respawn and try to fight back. Trunks getting the dust, and Sam some more frags.
भाई ये अलग ही
There's a
लेवल
6
की वो
points
है।
lead. SATUL trying to get the hold.
563 जो है।
And yeah, they will get the first objective. 1 minute extended on the clock.
But here's the thing, they don't really have any way to try and break through this defensive lineup of SATUL over towards the B. They've willingly given up the control of Ace because they know that they can play with just the lives. 18 to 5, that is just... It's unreal in almost the multiverse dimension of Wanda and Doctor Strange. It's not really happening right now. 3 and 17. Still, Felines are trying to fight back with everything they've got, but yeah, they've got the full control. France, SATUL, they're going to close this one out.
Yeah, Felines missing the X-Spark, missing that X-Factor. Trunks eventually lost his life. Limon, he thought that, yeah, he's smart. He is a little bit, clever in that situation, but nah. Getting punished right away. Team SATUL getting the first round and now looking forward for the second. And we all know that this has to be their game. 2 operator skills online for the players of Team SATUL. On the other side, Felines got one. Scav has it. Annihilator in his hands. Would love to see how much perfect he can utilize that. The War Machine looked perfect, but alright, didn't utilize to its perfection.
A lot of problems coming in though, but this Freddy missile is going to catch one. Nixo is going to be taken down though. Still almost an equal battle. SATUL 25, Felines 27. A bit of an advantage coming in for Felines. This is technically a bit of a defense-centric map, I'd have to say, but if you lose the control of it, that's where the problems are going to begin right now. First took a progress, being locked in. 25 and 25, it's almost equal. Marvel has got to find something. Already has the Annihilator up now. So this is one of the big strategies for most of these teams whenever they play on the map of control, is that for the first one, they try and use their gun skills to get their operator skills up. They use the operator skills for the next round to claim it. And by that time, they prepare up all of their score streaks too, to try and propel themselves a little bit more ahead into that third one. SATUL taking control of the entirety of the A right now, have added that extra minute of a minute and 45 remaining on clock. Felines will have to hold it down. They've got to try and take control of B, but it's just not happening. Fran is answering back. He's holding strong, eventually taken down by Scav.
Still a fight back and looking strong. Felines now taking control, but okay, Marvel. Annihilator works for bullets, for enemies. You can still get some frag. Limon, Jess out of contestation, and Marvel attacking a lot of damage. Limon fighting him down and shutting him down already, and this is the comeback. This is the approach we were expecting from the side of Team Felines. Nixo, perfect. Limon and Scav getting some more frags and scared. It seems this could be Felines round. This could be Felines map now, because they can easily equalize the number.
9 to 14
9 to 14 SATUL struggling.
14 and 6 now. It's a bit of difficulty out here. Felines again holding their defense line down strong, and it's big. Because here's the thing, SATUL used up their operator skills as well, Phoenix. So Felines have got 3 ready for the next one. And if they're able to take control of the next. That means it's going to help them out on their defense as well a little bit. I think so. I really like with the way how Felines are playing. 4 to 12 right now. 27 more seconds remaining. Not really enough time up on board. Pretty late for Sams to try and pull off just one late rotation as well. But he's going to be answered back instantly by Septic. Shuts him down as well. Nixo answering back too. Trunks, Sam's taken care of. And that's it. Felines bring themselves back up in crossfire. 1-1 now, but SAQL are again on the strong side of this map.
One goes to Wanda, one goes to Strange. Now who will collect the next one? We'll definitely look forward to that. Hey, you can't say, Phoenix, what you're saying. You started it. But hey, if we talk about the Frag Fest, who started it? It's going to be SAQL, Marvel, Jez looking good. Fran with the War Machine leading the pack. And you can clearly see the difference. The space and Felines, they are getting bamboozled. Fran, take a chill pill, my G. What are you doing?
It's absolute insane coming in from their side. Sams gets a 3K for himself as well on the defense. They're just trying to spawn trap the other side. Trunks, Sams, both of them just holding their line down as we have a look at, well, from the upper angles. It's death from above. Is the wrath of the gods happening here? Sams is still holding strong. It's already got his Sparrow up as well. Finally taken down from behind, but it does not matter as Trunks with a shotgun just spams it down. Pops over to the USS-9 as well though. Marvel finally being answered back on the other side. A little bit of space to work with the Felines, but not at all the lives. They're going to be taken down instantly. And they don't even have any major thing to work with in the next one, because look at SAQL Phoenix. They've got the operators. They've also got a few score streaks in their arsenal. Felines, they're going to be fully matched up in terms of firepower.
They took it personally, Scared. They took it personally, and I think so their only reply from the side of Team SADL was, how dare you try to punish us? How dare you try to shut us down? That's our home ground, and now Team SADL looking strong and bold. Already getting the frags, and just look at them. Just look at them doing fabulous job.
Be advised.
Beautiful performance again. Cooper with the War Machine is able to answer back one, but the Death Machine from the other side, that's a bit of a problem. Pretty also available for Trunks. Try and use it whenever he wants to. Through the cells though, a big shutdown. Cooper wins out that one. He needed to hold that. He needed to take that control right now. Still being held down towards the A. Finally, some trade coming in pretty from Trunks. Able to find Scab. Not really allowing any more rotations to come in, as well as the first tick of progress is being logged in over towards the hill. Still taking control of the backyard. Can they take them down? 3 smokes up in middle, and that's also what I wanted to point out, Phoenix, that in order to take control of A, you need to smoke down mid completely, and that's what's happened as Fran answer back. Nick's only good for 1, but it doesn't matter. A is going to be fully locked in, and there's no way Felines can answer back.
There's no way they can answer back. There's no way they can just fight back from this position, but it seems they are accepting the challenge. They are prepared for this challenge. Trunks out in an open and collecting frags left, right, and center. 2 in the back looking for the third, but nah. Scab challenged him instantly. 19 to 14. Scab gets another, but Fran was just even more prepared. 1 minute 40 on the clock, and Marvel's Annihilator is marvelous. Trying to collect some more. Scab, Nico, and Septic. That's a fight back. And oh, Scab got in 4K, my G. Missing but shots and switching to a different weapon.
But Septic needs to find the value from the equalizer. If it does not, it's going to be taken down instantly. No equalizer available as well, and no life advantage. That's a massive problem for Felines now. They took their sweet time into bringing out the operators, and now they don't have any remaining to play around with. Just a hunter killer available for Cooper. If only he can maybe catch one though, but it's still 11 and 7. Septic and Limon answering back. That's a big unison that they needed. Marvel with the Tundra. Got to find some answer back on the other side as they still hold it down. A minute remaining on the clock. 9 seconds still stopped in. Finally taken down of the member as well. Septic answers back. Just being taken down. Fran's good for 1. But not really enough for that trade as well. Limon shuts down Fran. This off angle from Sans. It's going to be big, but he misses the shots. Every single one has seen that, but finally he's able to answer back on the other side. Switches up to the pistol as well. If he's only able to stay strong, and Trunks is supporting him for that.
3 frags. That's a 6-3 lead. You got 3 advantage. If any of the player got 2 frags in a row, this could be in Felines' favor. front, just collecting frags. Sabs once again with the Sparrow. What's this thing with the
Yes.
Sparrow? And we just saw the same thing in the first map.
3-0 कर दिया भाई.
Winning this matchup so good and so controlled. The aggression was good. Feline tried their best once again. Nothing taken away from that particular team. But hey, SA2 has just played better.
Absolutely did. I was just absolutely enjoying their steamroll through all of that. Just look at the plays, man. Fully taking control. And I think so if I were to summarize this entire control, I'd have to bring it down to the operator usage. That's where SAQL, they had a big advantage. It's just like, yeah, Felines, they were not able to pull out their own operators on time, and that's why we are seeing the disparities in terms of frags as well. Everyone is on SAQL having a big advantage.
That major advantage, that big advantage, just gives you and helps you to get a very good lead, a very good win. Eventually, Team Felines managed to at least get one round, But hey, that was just a consolation prize, and you just try to, just complete your journey and thought that you can just play out with the momentum, but hey, SAQL stomped you in the next follow-up round. The third round was one of my favorite, because we just saw that what type of potential this team has and what type of gameplay they can showcase. And in the next follow-up round, I just had one thought in my mind while casting. That was, is SAQL just limiting themselves to some plays, like just making sure, all right, we're not going to showcase all of our stats, we're just not going to showcase all our, hands. Hands is not full, we still got some card up
तो
their
फिर अभी ये
sleeves.
जो
That's going
loser
to be the question for
लोग
the
का है
next
उन लोग
match,
का भी
because the
होगा
next match is a pay-per-view match. In my personal opinion, Team SAQL versus Team COD. It's going to be the next matchup, and I am really excited for that.
I mean, I am super excited for that as well, right? Because again, it is the players who've been on the international stage versus the players who've been on the international stage themselves. So, a cross-country matchup, you might as well call it, as Marvel is out here right now at SATUL. But here's the big thing, right? Before already moving over towards that one, we clearly saw the domination of SATUL, and I think so. The point that you mentioned right now, it is pretty valid. It seems like SATUL are not really showcasing all of their cards. They're not showing all of their strategies. One of the big reasons for that is because, again, they want to keep it safe for the next entire matchup. But here's this also one more thing, right? These teams, they keep on scrimming against each other. They're constantly up and taking that pattern. So I'm pretty sure it's going to fall down to the adaptation of who is going to do that quickly. We have known Learn and the boys in Godlike who've been absolutely solid in terms of adaptation, but this SATUL is looking absolutely different from what we had previously. So I'm really loving it with the way how everyone is playing. And one of the biggest strengths that this team has is the fact that all of their players are flexible. They absolutely enjoy doing every single thing that they really want to. So I think so we might possibly see that one slight advantage coming.
Oh, okay. Let's see if that's going to be a factor, a winning factor. But for now, we talk about one more thing, and that is the updated brackets, and it is right in front of our eyes. We can clearly see the team Godlike Esports, they are in the upper bracket finals, as well as Team SATUL Esports. So today we'll decide that which team will directly move into the finals and which team will wait for their competitor for the lower bracket finale. And today we'll wrap the show up because once again that's going to be the final day. But hey, I've noted some points down, and there were some things which Team SATUL was very good. And in the 4 rounds we just saw in the control modes, and out of the 4 rounds, every single one of them, the first frags are being secured by the players of SATUL, except the second round, I think. So there was a mixed exchange between frags, and then Team Felines managed to just continue the rally. But hey, one thing, Lemon, perfect sniper. We just saw that how much space he can create for his teammates and how much he can utilize the empty gaps between him and his opponents.
He was actually doing a pretty solid job for his team as well, and he's also one of the most experienced players out here in the industry as well. I've been seeing him all the way back from 2023, where he was part of a different roster out here as well. I mean, I remember seeing him last year from the side of Team NS2 all the way back in DreamHack. So he is one of the big stage players, is what I would say. He's got the entire experience of LAN as well. So I think so. It's one of the he's one of the main reasons for Feline's successes as well up until this stage. But now is a point where every single player will have to work together, right? Because yes, you are facing the people who are absolutely capable of that international stage performance. You are facing the teams who have had the experience, who play the game on a very different league. So you've got to bring your game up as well to try and take them down right now. So that's where a bit of a problem was from the side of Felines, I'd say. Maybe being a little bit overwhelmed out there. Plus, we'll also have to say the depth when it comes down to the map veto. That's where S8 will have the advantage. That's where we probably are going to see them maybe steal a few extra things away because of the amount of maps that they like to play. Like, I was actually watching it. Firing Range is one of the most solid maps for Marvel. He enjoys playing that map. Just as how much we say the same thing for Godlike as well, as they love that map. They absolutely enjoy giving Abiz the sniper, and previously when Neutrino was a part of the lineup, they would go for that double sniper and they would have that competition between them as to who gets the maximum frags, right? So that's one of the fun competition that came in from there, and I hope the same thing is there for the SATUL side.
I think so. The competition, the healthy competition between your teammates, just push yourself and your own teammates, just perform better. And then, meanwhile, in that particular phase, you just found yourself at the top, right? That's what these both the teams are just doing, especially Godlike from a very long time. But hey, let's not forget the main point. Let's address the elephant in the room, and that is, before this particular matchup we had an amazing interview, and in that particular interview what Prevail said is, you know what, we don't care, it's going to be an easy game, it's going to be a speed run. And the way SATUL played, especially in the third round, I think so that could be an indirect reply. That's me just building some stories, just collecting some information and just mixing up things. I am also cooking right now, but the main factor is how much Prevail can rely and also prove his words, because that is really important. That speed run thingy will definitely sting my mind and his opponents too, that how you dare to even say that, man. It's us, it's SATUL you're facing. We do have one of your former teammates, so got some strats of your team too, so we can also utilize. And now coming back to the point which you just mentioned, that map veto point, I think so. Now, after all this, the map veto point can put you in a good spot.
One of the big things about the entire lineup of both of these teams is the fact that they like to play on these off maps, right? The ones that we don't normally see on the other ends as well. Like, for example, Hacienda is one of the most common maps that we normally see whenever it comes down for their hardpoint game.
You guys on VC? मैं तो हूँ यार, ये जा रहा है, आरके जा रहा है VC में से। एक सेकंड।
It is the map of Apocalypse, and it's the off maps that they like to play a lot on, and they're masters of that. So challenging them on that is going to be one of the key things. So I genuinely hope that we'd probably move to slums and we'd see one of the other hard points as well, because I'm pretty sure if I'm really talking about what we might possibly see in the other matchup, Summit, you don't want to challenge Godlike on that, do you?
Yeah, well, you know what? I think so that should not be in the map veto at all if you are just looking forward for a good victory, because we know what type of plays they can make. And eventually, I'm just very excited for the next matchup too. I'm just trying to shake things up with the map veto, and you are just also doing that. But now, coming back to the topic which you just mentioned, that SATUL looks strong on the map of Apocalypse. The off maps, the off games, just could help them to try to get some more advantage. But in the previous map itself against Felines, we saw a comeback. Now you can just slap a word, and that is fake comeback. They just tried but unable to just complete that particular streak. But hey, at least they showcased some signs. At least they just showed us ki, all right, you know what, it's not true, it's not 100% true that you can completely rely on that particular map. And for teams like Godlike, for players like Prevail, for players like Learn, they just need that one small error, not even a mistake, not even a blunder, that one small error, and that's enough for them to exploit and even deny your own map.
But it falls down to a lot of times where Godlike they kind of face some troubles when it comes down to the equal level of gun skills, and SATUL they do offer that, right? For T2P, yes, we could clearly see that there was a difference in terms of the mechanics itself, where Godlike were on a different league. But when it comes down to SATUL and their own gun skills against felines, which we saw at least in the earlier half of Apocalypse, I think so they can eventually go toe to toe against the other boys as well. So that's where we will see the rotation of the operators. Every single time I talk about Godlike, I've been mentioning that it's the operators that are always the big thing, that always give you the main advantage. And this was the entire storyline of this control as well, which we saw on Crossfire. The operators not being utilized by felines that very quickly, right? So that was a bit of a problem coming in for their side. But you know what? They've got an entire day remaining to try and work upon their own mistakes out here, while we've got two big gods of the COD season out here to try and take on and lock horns in the next series, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we're not having an interview, but it's absolutely fine. We're preparing the next game for you very quickly. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Okay.
Hey.
भाई मेरे को ये वाला तो बिल्कुल म्यूट करना पड़ेगा। 5 मिनट तक अपन बातें करते भाई, चैट में बोलो कौन कौन है, अंकित है, जो भी है भाई। इसको अगर चालू रखा तो फिर वही कॉपीराइट वाला लफड़ा। म्यूजिक चालू नहीं है। पाँच मिनट का ब्रेक है यार, क्या करें? बीआरबी पे डाल दूं क्या? बीआरबी पे डाल देता हूँ मैं। 5 मिनट का ब्रेक है गाइस। Entertain. मैं होम पे शूट कर सकता हूँ. Okay. Let's go, guys.
Only for this title, but it has been
We
a
are back, guys.
historic
Last match
collision between
of the
both of
day.
these Goliaths out here. I'm going to be
Right.
your host and caster Skated.
Godlike-
Alongside me, we're going to have Phoenix
Godlike
as we'll be
was-
moving
यार, एक
in
second यार,
to
चुप
look
रहो यार.
at the
मैं बोल रहा हूँ. हाँ. Godlike वर्सेस हेरिटेज से लास्ट मैच है डे का. भाई जो जीतेगी वो एडवांस कर जाएगी फाइनल्स में, और जो हारेगी उसको एक चांस मिलेगा T2P और फ्रीलांस के अगेंस्ट जो मैच होगा वो कल होगा, तो उसका जो विनर रहेगा और जो इन दोनों में से भी हारेगा उन दोनों का मैच होगा, और फिर उन दोनों में से जीतेगा मोस्ट प्रोबेबली एसएटी वाली जीतेगी और वो ही फाइनल्स खेलेगी गॉडलाइक के अगेंस्ट. सो लेट्स सी. ओह वैसे तो ये वही है, क्या बोलते हैं, नो कॉपीराइट सॉन्ग्स है ये.
That's going to be interesting again, right? Because
Okay.
both of these
We are
teams,
back.
Godlike and SATUL, they've shown their strengths on that map. The only difference is Godlike really know how to go on the attacking fray as well. So SATUL, with that picturesque defense, can they try and hold them down is going to be the big question. But we'll be having a discussion about Apocalypse. This map has been good for both of these teams.
150 plus points being secured by the players of Team Felines on this particular map itself, the Hardpoint Apocalypse. And Team SC12 started off pretty strong. When they had 150 points, Felines was struggling with 30 points or something, and that from particular frag, I think so it was just Limon and the squad, just managed to get Nixo, found an opening, and then after the whole squad, just barrage and follow up the lead, and that one Sparrow, that one particular operator skill, just changed and created a lot of difference. So now Team Godlike knew that how they play, and recently, just in just one interview away, we just heard Prevail, they're gonna do a speed run. Are they gonna do that? Will they be able to just perform that speed run or not? Will their teams get crushed or not? We'll definitely look forward to that.
That's the big thing that you're talking about right now, if that's going to happen or not, right? Will SATUL make a bounce back out of here? Because let's be honest, one of the fan favorite are definitely Godlike out here, with the way how they've created their own legacy throughout the years. Long ago, it used to be the rivalry between Godlike and Vitality. Then, in 2024, we saw a rivalry between Godlike and XLR8. Now we are seeing a rivalry between Godlike and S8UL. There's only one constant throughout the years. The opponent has been
Godlike.
changing every single time, but here's the big thing, right? Last year as well, Vitality was the first.
बेसिकली 36 आएंगे 36 जाएंगे, गॉडलाइक वहीं खड़ी रहेगी. भाई का यही कहना है.
Tonic, we had Marvel out here that time in the roster as well. They were playing with Jokers and all the boys and everyone, but can that happen with this SATUL? That's the big question.
I think so, just repeating the history is not easy. Although it sounds good, feels good, and it just helps you to get back the old confidence and momentum. But it's easier said than done, right? Like you can easily say a lot of things. We can easily pass a lot of statements, and we can expect a lot. But there's only one thing which can change. There's only one thing which is different, and that is your play style. You have evolved a lot from that particular season, and oh my god, we just saw 5 trails of those grenades and not even a single one connected. But if we talk about connection, it's SA2L making those connections with the bodies of Team Godlike, collecting frags. Viper charging in, leading the back, and oh my god, Viper, this is venomous. The way he's playing is too good.
The VMP just destroying every single one of them. The but up close and personal is where France finally finds an answer. Warden still will hold down that angle. Hell still being contested out here though, but the Godlike fans are out here being a bit more happy since they are taking that control. But a good answer back coming in from Marvel. Instantly destroying a Beast and Warden. A 3k as the kill feed turns all the way into blue. Still on the other side, spawns coming in with a few stuns as well being sent out. Perfect. To try and shut them all down out. Holding the angle. It's still Godlike. The contest is there. SA2L finally hopping back. No one being able to spawn trap anyone on the other side. And that is a big hold coming in for SA2L. But finally, Godlike will get a few scrap points.
Yeah, now getting the 30 points already in the bag. Team SA2L, they are fighting back, and we can clearly see that Viper did prevail. They got punished, but now they fought back too. And look at the Viper once again, Viper. Whenever I start speaking this weapon, this guy starts his weapon, speaks with his weapons, and collecting those frags. 36 points for Team Godlike, looking for the 50-pointer already. Fran fighting back but prevail, charging up his Sparrow. I think so 3 to 4 more frags and that's it. He'll be back on track. Sam's on the other side, looking strong. Learn. One more frag and it's done. I'm concerned about Viper's play style. Tempest in his hands and collecting frags. 3 in a row. Get ready for the 4th. Viper.
Oh my frags. Ready as well, connecting onto Trunks as the rotation was stopped instantly from Viper. And it's still the VMP of Prevail that's actually finding a big value as he hops onto Sparrow. The reload hits in, and that's where Jez eventually stops his own streak too. The equalizer ready for Warden. The next kill, it's going to be crucial. It's the money one, and you don't want to be spawned near the temple as well. The spawn flip from Godlike was impeccable. And now they're going to try and do that again as well as look at number 4 in yellow. Look at Viper. Look at where they're spawning. They're going to be taking control of it instantly as they get the first one. Now it's going to be Marvel turning around to be taken down by a beast as he stops them all. The temple spawn now being held on from SA2L. They're going to be destroyed. No more control of the faraway spawn from Marvel as Godlike will move up in fray. All the operators coming in the mix as Learn shuts them all down from his war machine.
Learn taking the matter in his own hands and making sure that he is the perfect one here. Marvel with his own war machine shutting down Viper in an instance and taking control of the hard point here. Although he is just facing some retaliation, but that's not enough. Prevail and Abyss is just going on berserk. Instead, Warden also up with his equalizer. Abyss and the whole squad is looking unstoppable. Warden, 110 bullets left in the equalizer, making sure that he will create the difference. This is looking solid, strong. Team Godlike, unstoppable.
Making it a full-fledged money hill out here. Absolutely phenomenal. The second and third is where you would want to focus down. So P3, P2, both of them fully taken control of, and the lead is of over 102 points. This map of Apocalypse is just being taken over. And what a play coming in from Godlike. Can SA2L bounce back? That's the big question right now, as it's still Godlike who's controlling it all from every single fray. Equalizer needs to find value, but just gets taken down from behind. No one was watching his 6. Finally, SA2L finding some answers as well as Sams and Marvel eventually find their own fray though, but the hill is still uncontested. It's still not being controlled by anyone as both the teams will move in together. But Godlike is the one who eventually found some answers as Trunks finally stands strong against his ex-team.
143 for Godlike. Some more points to hit the 150 mark. Learn moving forward. Warden with the help, and now they are helping their own squad mates, the teammates, looking strong. And Warden, that spray into the smoke, dissipating your own opponents. Jess and Marvel fought back but won't survive for too long because Warden, what a perfect angle, locking down the whole side. 159 points for Team Godlike. Looking forward for the next hard point. Trunks and Sams collecting more frags. 2 operator skills, 1 each. SA2L and Godlike, and SA2L finally they hit the 30 marker. It is looking too deadly for the players of Team Godlike because they are the one who is leading the charge.
Again, is the B1 that we're talking about. In the second iteration of those rotations, the spawn on the right side fully controlled by Godlike. Answered back as well as learns Nate, finds Trunks too. It's going to be again back and forth a little bit, but the closer ones are actually going to be the members of Godlike still taking control. Bit of a back and forth as Trunks finally answer back. Franz finding his own value as well. But the question is, do you really want to use the operator right now? Tempest still answers back. War Machine from the other side. Learn shutting that one Tempest down as well. This one off angle is insane. But yeah, that was a nasty one.
It certainly was, but now SA2L, they're making sure that they will control the game, they will take control of the map, but as soon as I say control, it's Godlike making sure we shout, we say their name, Prevail with the Sparrow, and we all know how good of a player he is, how perfect he is with his operator skill. Viper, once again looking perfect. Prevail, one more frag, connecting some more, looking out for some more. The players of SA2L, they're running to breathe, they're running to survive, they're running to live. But Warden and Prevail, they are hunting them down one by one. Godlike turning themselves into gods and making sure these humans survive.
5k coming in with that equalizer, a massive value as the death machine comes into play. Spawn is flipped, but it's still more of a trap than a spawn flip. It goes back again onto the far prey towards the front of Temple, and Godlike controls every single thing. 200 points achieved already as SA2L are being obliterated on the map of Apocalypse.
They have to showcase the competition. They have to make sure that SA2L, they deserve to be in the finals. Fran with the grenade. The Predator missile is on and it hunts down Fran. 218 for the players of Team Godlike in Type 63 in the hands of Abyss. Looks beautiful as he collects those frags. It's too easy for him. 50 seconds on the next hard point. Team Godlike just needs some more. 32 in total, 32 to be exact. Marvel unable to clutch out. Marvel unable to move forward. Team Godlike started collecting frags and Warden. Just look at his playstyle.
Absolutely insane. Still shutting them down one after the other. No operators remaining. It's 20 more points left for the Godlike to try and close this one out. A good answer coming in from Tempest. But is it going to be enough is the big question. Viper is the man who's still holding the fray down as Chess answers back. 240. 10 more seconds. 20 remaining for this hill. Can you even try and contest it as SA2L as they all spawn in Temple and they are being sent back to there for their rebirth? But it's not going to be on this map. It will be on the next one right now as this has been taken care of. Godlike with 250 and Soul barely crossing 60.
I can't believe this. Scared. I don't want someone to pinch me. I want someone to punch me because I can't believe my eyes what just happened. Team Godlike stomping on the players of SA2L and Prevail living up to the statement. That's a speed run. That certainly was a speed run. How they will manage to come back from that scared, I have no idea. But I have one thing in my mind, and that is Team Godlike. Yep. They are certainly looking forward for the international stage from the get-go, from right here. And look at the frags. 40 bomber from Viper. And I think so Viper just said to learn that, you know what, guy? You know what? You can chill. You can chill a little bit. You can just focus on the hard points and I'll do the fragging. 16 deaths, that's it. That's a number. That's a statement.
Still one less than the amount of kills that Learn has. He's got 20 deaths for himself. That's the fun part about it.
No
17
way.
and 20 with 19
assists. Okay, man.
You look at that statement from this IGL. Doesn't matter if he's fragging. He is helping the team out in every single way possible. And with the way how he leads the charts, my goodness. Viper, Warden, utterly destroying the side of SA2L right now.
That's the upper bracket finals, Scared. That's the upper bracket finals. And once again, you can't justify what happened. Once again, I really want to say nice try from the players of Team SA2L. They did, showcase some signs of life. They were looking decent, but the word was decent. not perfect, not good. That's what we want. We actually expect a lot from this particular lineup, right? What do you have? Joko, Sam, Strunks, you have Fran, you have Marvel, you have every single one, and this is the performance if you're unfortunately putting it hurts. All right, moving forward, being too harsh. If we're talking about being too harsh, it was Viper, 42 frags, 193 total impact, and hey, this was just the trailer, I think so, because we all know how much deadly they can get in Control and SND.
Oh my god, don't talk about Tunisia right now. I have an idea.
Yeah,
of
exactly.
I'm possibly seeing, and it's a map that I don't know if Abiz really likes to play on that or not, but he absolutely enjoys destroying everyone on that map. That's one of the big things that we always talk about. But right now, it's going to be one opportunity for the side of S8UL to try and bring themselves back. Ladies and gentlemen, again, is the upper bracket finals. Stage 4 is what we have in front of us. Be in the top 2, you get the slot in the international. Regardless of what the scenario is, you'd really want to try and win out from here on. This is the main fray. Franz, good opening coming in.
Nice.
Catching the first one out there, and that's exactly what you need. Godlike there on the attacking side, so that's going to be the big difference maker. This team on defense is untouchables. On attack, you've got to try and stop them. That's exactly what S8QL is doing. Lovely shot from Marvel.
That's a clip right there. That's a clip right there. And S8UL making sure we will eat our words back. It's not Godlike who is strong on this particular map. It's not Godlike who will start things off on SND. It's S8UL. We have to switch sides for a while. One round for the players of Team S8UL on the defensive side looking really strong. And now Team Godlike pretty fast. And hey, that was not the way Abiz you play. This is a competitive circuit. This is not your original deathmatch or something. No way. I lost words. And S8UL lost their lives.
भाई साहब क्या स्नाइप थे वो.
With only a loss of prevail. Let's just calm down a second, right? This double push from S8UL is exactly what they needed to shut down Abiz. But the fact that he got both of them, small mistake from S8UL and an absolute destruction. Not like again pushing it all the way towards the B. All the way from Vine, on top, there's still a crossfire, they're holding it down, an answer coming in, Sam stunned up, destroyed. This is the best part about this team.
But hey, Team S8UL, they can still fight back. One more player behind the play. That was Marvel, lost his life. Marvel, Trunks, and Fran. All these players, they will lose their life. And Team Godlike charging in, barging in, and making sure we can hear and say their name time and time again. Team Godlike got the advantage, but hey, Team S8UL, they have to fight back. We want them to fight back and get things running. Prevail, lining up the grenade, expecting he can catch a player. On the other side, look at the setup. Look at the setup from the side of Team S8UL. Only one player towards B, and that's none other than Fran with his sniper. And a triple man stack towards A. That's a really good plan. But Godlike, meanwhile, trying to infiltrate the mid.
It's the big thing that we always talk about, right? It's one of the most default setups coming in from the teams with a 1-1-3 over towards the A side, because that's where most of the teams eventually try to push, but you can't really leave mid open right now.
Yeah.
Number 4 in blue, Sam's turning all the way around. Marvel finding an answer as well, but it's still very scrappy, very messy. Just needs to win out on the duel, though he will get one, but can he get the second? Absolutely, he will. Some extra shots onto the body, extra metal into the crate, making sure that Abiz does not get up. It's all down to learn as the action settles, and it's a 1 for 4.
And this time S8UL, they got the round back, they got the advantage back. And this is what you want, right? This is what you need. Team S8UL making sure that they have the advantage here. Looking strong. But hey, Learn got the sight for himself. Will get the bomb down. 44 seconds on the clock, and now he has to do the unthinkable. Scared. It's almost impossible to do that. It's almost impossible to pull it off. But hey, only one guy on this earth can do that. That is none other than Learn.
This 4
Gonna
बंदे
do
हैं
it is the
कुछ.
big question right now. One is gonna stick on the defuse, and 3 will eventually stop him. No problem coming in for SATUL. Strength in numbers.
Finally
Moving
English
all
आ
the way
गए.
together. And the fact that they all spread out perfectly throughout the map to take control of every single avenue. So making sure that Learn is not
वो
able to
लोग के
catch
चावों से परेशान हो गए थे नहीं.
them off guard from any cheeky angle. Because we have seen Godlike do that previously.
Yeah.
Many of those iterations as well
मैं
of
तो
the
सोच
Indian
रहा था भाई
series.
हिंदी में आती तो और अच्छा मजा
What
आता.
the? Prevail? How the heck can you actually get one with the frag? The lineup is just nasty to shut down the SATUL mid member.
Okay.
No way.
That's France.
Yeah.
ऐसे
We
तो
just saw the
Godlike
similar
बोल रहे
lineup.
हैं. हाँ,
Prevail was
हाँ
trying
ना.
to line up that grenade from
ये
like what
इंडिया का ही चल
second
रहा
round,
है.
and now he
इसमें
just
4 टीम्स हैं.
succeeded in that,
चारों इंडियन
doing that.
टीम.
So in the 5th round itself, spots out a player, but no, unaware about the situation. Trunks and Spams managed to get the stuff down, but hey, Warden controls the situation, switching out to the
हाँ,
pistol.
SATUL
Bomb is
में
down
बंदे
already. The
बाहर
2
के
players
भी
from the side of
हैं,
Team SATUL,
but
Marvel and
team
Jez
तो
sticking
इंडियन ही है.
together. Jez need that opening. He
अपना PUBG वाला
understands the
soul का
play,
वो
spots
है,
out the
soul
players,
है.
pushing them down, fighting all under all the cylinders. But Warden trades out Jez. It's a 1v2. Marvel, if you want to do this, if you want to make sure that we and the whole squad of Team SATUL say your name, it has to be this frag. But Warden, the trade specialist, trades out his teammates and gets the advantage.
Lovely crossfire coming in from Godlike. Not giving an inch on the other end. And that's the big thing, right? That's what we always talk about.
Yeah.
Team knows how to play its macro. Barrage of nades being sent out. And look at the discipline of Godlike. Just holding it down. Not really bringing out the trophy system as much as we would think they would. Playing away with those stuns, with those flashbangs. That's the big one. Corner not checked though. Sam still only getting one where he needed to get to. That's a bit of a problem coming in. Oh, Alec being spotted. Learn catching one and anticipates the second. That's the experience of the IGL talking around. Looking like he's got the full control of this map as a Bees held on to his frag till the last second. France, nice shot dodging the first one now. But he's still got to pull 2 more like that.
33 seconds on the clock. Fran needs to be quick. Quick as a cheetah, and it has to be perfect. He has to fly like a butterfly and sting like a bee. Fran making sure that he will get this round, connects the shot. That's going to be Learn. And Learn, that's the 3rd frag in this one particular round. Sums up to the 4th round for the players of Team Godlike. They already got an advantage, and now they have doubled it up. And scared. The problem is they have to be scared now. Team SATUL, they need to understand that after this switch, Team Godlike will defend.
Bit of a problem coming in. But we've known Tunisia. I normally like this more of a defense-centric one, though. He's getting a good start out there. Marvel and Jess quickly answering back, but they didn't anticipate Prevail being in that same very corner.
Yeah.
It's gonna be back and forth trades coming in, down to a 3v3. And okay, some shots being fired. Jez not really connecting. Players pushing up to him. The flash was a little bit too late. Had it been on time, that could have been a very solid. On the back of that small window, were able to take this one down.
Now we can see clearly that SATUL was prepared for that, and this is a good thing for them and for the fans of Team SATUL. 3rd round on the board, need 1 more for the equalizer. Expecting that grenade to do something, but once again, look at the split from Godlike. Look at the Learn's positioning. That's a crossfire setup in site A that is towards the back of site, and the other 3 players from Team Godlike mixing up and switching around mid and B.
Yeah.
But hey, scared. The problem is the position what Learn has is actually pretty good.
Holding it down right now. That's the main thing. Bit of a crossfire over towards the A, which you mentioned as well, but they were holding down towards that. They're making sure that there's no one pushing in from the other side. Lovely. Viper gets the first one and instantly goes for the reposition as Warden is just holding down from hell, making sure that no one's pushing Viper from at least the heaven. Bomb being picked up right now. Again, they're not really able to take anything. Just a couple of lineups coming in and no space being taken. Another shot from Viper as he swaps up the weaponry through the smoke. Learns answer back as well. Only Sam's finding something and the late lurk of Prevail. This man on shotgun is always a nasty little rat. Moving everywhere. There we go.
Team Godlike once again maintaining the lead and increasing the lead by 2. 2 more rounds for them to get the victory sign in front of their name. And that's going to be the most important part here. Viper a little bit aggressive. The approach looks good, but just prepared for that approach. Prevail. Instant down, instant punished. Warden, he knows where the player is. Connecting the shots was just easy. And still following up, Abyss helps him to reposition. And now it's a 4v4. Viper from the back end gets one. And he got punished by Marvel 2. 2v3.
Holding it down now. Marvel's going to pick up the bomb and that's going to give them the information. But it's very late, to be honest, in the round, and they've got absolutely no clue where the position of the rest of the members are. Sams has pushed up all the way over towards the spawn right now. And that basically cuts off an entire avenue, but maybe Abiz, he can try and find one. Oh, he missed the shot!
Unlucky.
The easiest one that he could have had right now. It's a bit of a mistake coming in, but this could have costed them the round.
Sam's got the spawn control, and despite of that fact, he lost his life. Sam's, that was a dish served right in front of your eyes. You just had to eat it. And now Fran controls the round. It's 1v2. Abyss spots out one player, switch to the USS 9, spots out Marvel behind the box. Both the players in a 1v1, and Abyss is just better.
Bro.
Wow.
You can see. That's a statement once again, ladies and gentlemen. Just get a clip out and send out to your teammates.
It's going to be sent out. Yeah, that's one thing. All right, Abiz, we've been talking about his clutches right now. Finally, it's gonna bring that in as well. Just one round away from getting a 2-0 lead against S8QL. Big problems. And they don't really see any way to try and break through this deadlock.
Yeah.
One of the big reasons is that Godlike is constantly sending out members. Oh my goodness, look at the barrage of nades on towards A. But look at that one smoke. It has spoiled the entire plan of S8QL.
B is completely empty. And if S8QL want, they can easily barge in and control the side B, but it seems like Prevail just gave them a call out, and because this spots out a player despite of the fact Abyss lost his life scared.
Good opening coming in for the side of S8QL, exactly what they needed right now.
The bomb has been planted.
They've got to try and hold it all down. Prevail has also got a Tundra in his own hands. Are they playing with a shotgun anymore? Not really able to land that shot. A difficult one indeed. Oh, just with a headshot. And Prevail's been taken down as well from Marvel on the other side as Jez holds his own angle down. Viper also missing out on some of the shots of that sniper. Yeah, I mean, this entire round could be described as Godlike missing the sniper shots, but S8QL, a very nice fake over towards play on the other side. They faked up towards the A side and then quickly ran towards B. So yes, 2 more rounds to try and push it to the OT.
It seems like we can witness an overtime scare here, but it's too early to say that because Trunks, he lost his life, and now Sam's hunting down the players. Sam's is just hungry for the frag, and he eventually gets it. Learn completely done. Jess infiltrating the site, not alone, but he got a backup. Marvel, the name is Marvel.
What?
What a play, what a play. Prevail won't check his clothes. He will, alright, I was wrong. But hey, 2v2, 2v3.
Thought.
Yeah, I thought.
You thought. Here's the thing. Prevail.
Yeah, I thought.
Prevail is the man who knows every single nook and cranny of this map. If anything, he's basically one of a big beast of the SND right now, and almost on the verge of converting a 1v4 or rather a 2v4. Getting 3 out of that, only missing the shots on Marvel as he lands in the tundra on his body. Does the job. Almost pulling it up. He had controlled that spray as well. He almost transferred it on Marvel.
Place your bets. 1 round for victory, 1 round for an OT. Live chat section it's all yours. To all the fans, to all the supporters of these two teams who are watching this match live. You can just tell us right away, is this going to be a 7-5 or an overtime? But for now, if we talk about the control, the A side hit looks a little bit shaky because Team Godlike, they kind of stacked up. You can hear them and Marvel. Now we won't be able to hear from him because he is dead, and Viper, this deadly snakes, bites again and takes down 2.
Beautiful play coming in, giving the advantage to the team right now. And Learn as well, he knows where the rest of the members are. Catches Trunks! He's the one who used to lead Yule previously, my boy. And Learn teaches Trunks a lesson. Quickly answering back as well, as Abiz will end things for Sams. Just sliding away on the other side to close things out. A close SND of Tunisia. But Godlike were able to win it.
Yep, Godel, how they managed to get this match done. Let's take a look. Let's see how this whole matchup panned out by taking a look at the highlights now. Team SA2L, good match actually, because we just saw that Scared. They had that kick, they had that X factor once again, that yes, they can, make sure that you will, survive and thrive to survive. You will take extra measures before, just moving and check every extra angle. But it was a fight between these two teams in which Godlike was just, kind of made sure that, all right, we just have that 2 rounds advantage. And eventually, if SA12, just try to fight back, we know when to utilize it. But once again, Viper stealing and claiming that MVP title, nothing taken away from Jez. Well tried from Marvel to 13 and 14 frag respectively. But we lost Trunks. We lost Trunks in those incredible battles. Only 2 frags. Heartbreaking, but hey, sometimes this happens.
I was just thinking for you to not mention that at all right now, because I mean, imagine this guy used to be up in top 3 of the list whenever you were playing in the
right?
lineup of Godlike out there right now. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem coming in, and it's quite unfortunate to see Trunks struggling out that much. But it probably is again a solid domination coming in from Godlike. I almost thought maybe SA2L will pull themselves back. Jez, Marvel, both of them just performing out of their mind. 13 and 7 and 14 in 8. They're the top 2 fraggers in this entire list if you actually have a look at it, right? Because the closest one from the members of Godlike is Viper, 11. So I'd have to say, if the rest of the members would have stepped up a bit in their own firefights, maybe we might have seen SA2L take this one map away, and maybe we would have seen that 3rd, or rather the 4th map of Hardpoint, right, that we normally talk about. It's going to be combined rather. I really want to have a look at that map. If only we might possibly see the next map of Crossfire go for SA2L. Maybe we might see that.
Yeah, there are chances. It's not like it's done. SA2L can still fight back, and we would love to see how these players will perform. But let's talk about the stats. Jez, 14 frags, 8 deaths, and that's it. On the other side, we talk about Viper, once again being the most consistent from the side of Team Godlike. And as you just mentioned in the start of the broadcast, he is the new addition of the team, right, in the team itself, and just proving his worth, that why he deserved to be there. And 144 impact. The impact from Jez is actually greater than the actual MVP from this one particular match. But once again, whosoever gets the victory, we all know we have to just appreciate them a little bit more.
That's the big thing that we always talk about, right? Yeah, it's a close matchup. Sometimes you are the MVP of the entire series, but things don't really go in your way. But maybe this is the last opportunity for SA2L to try and bring things back and force us on the map of Combine, another hard point potentially, if this control goes for SA2L. But Godlike will really look forward to try and close it all the way out right now. Instantly, some surprises being kept up on the screen as we move back into the game itself. Godlike, they're going to be one to try and stop the things from happening that SATUL would want to create, and that is winning out on this control. Prevail answering back instantly as the first couple of picks going in for their own favor, but mid smokes fade away. There's nothing out there to block the lines of sight as well, but Bees is still holding down up close with this own assault rifle right now.
Ooh, one more interesting frag by Viper. Whenever we just take a look at Viper's POV, he's just doing some crazy things, and now he just secured a crazy frag. But Jez utilizing his Odin, but Abyss with the shot of himself managed to get a frag, and now that's a neck-to-neck battle between these two teams. Team Godlike just trying to create some more extra momentum, but hey, that's gonna be the end of it. But Sam's looking solid and Marvel breaking those skulls. Viper spots out the players, and that was an easy frag. Team SATU is just too far, 2 lives behind, and now that's an equalizer. That was an equalizer. Scared.
Absolutely, they're trying to hold it all the way down right now, but Viper, he needs to win out on this duel. He alone is trying to and at least get a bit of a spawn trap onto the members on the other side. That's the big reason why Godlike is still able to control this one though, but SATUL, they're almost getting the third tick of progress locked in over towards the A as well. That one control point needs to be taken care of, but look at Sams. He needed to stand up strong. Prevail though gets a 2K for himself. Eventually, they're going to try and deplete off all the progress that was made towards the third tick of A. 15 to 12. Still some life advantage in favor of Godlike, and they are not going in for any type of spawn trap. Viper was able to answer one though. Abizi, all he needs to do is stay alive. The shotgun picture, perfect. Anyone who wants to try and move up close over towards the A, yeah, you have to face Prevail's shotgun.
Yeah, you certainly do. 15 seconds on the clock, by the way. You have to take control of that objective A, and yes, it has been taken control. It has been taken care of. Viper once again wiping out his opponents. 11 seconds on the clock, and this, it's all about timing. Team Godlike making sure that they will punish the players of SATUL, and Trunks from the back making sure that they can buy some more time. He just steps out and shuts down. Objective A has been acquired, but what you got? Only one player left in the name of Trunks.
Not really happening right now. Godlike stand strong on the defense. SATUL just coming close, not able to close out that game. And again, operators is where I always talk about things really change, and Godlike are the ones who always bring that change.
1, 2, 2 operator bhai.
I'm not really just... They're not a wave, they are an absolute tsunami, and that's exactly what's being unleashed on the other side. Still, another hit marker coming into play as well. He's actually getting quite a lot of them, but just not being able to confirm any of those picks though. But quickly look at towards the A objective, progress being locked in, and it's Prevail who stands up strong. No way, he gets another. What was that?
Prevail?
That is criminal by Prevail, and he
Gets one more. He's just roaming around and hunting down his opponents. Prevail, that was easy for him. A daily job. And look at Godlike. 8 frags advantage. Abyss with the equalizer. Dismantling the players of Team SATUL. Trunks, look at him. He's just thrown down and expecting to get saved. But nah, that was not easy. On the other side, Prevail with the equalizer. He also got hunted down, but now he's just back on his feet.
Doesn't matter.
Down the players too. 2 minutes left, and the difference, 10 lives difference.
It's done. It's done. Prevail and the equalizer reminds you of what happened all the way in the global stage against Luminosity Gaming. This man was an absolute beast, and the performance now being brought back yet again. SATUL are standing absolutely no chance. Sam Sparrow cannot find anything is going to be the question. They've got to try and go in for their own spawn trap play, because if they go for a 1-for-1 trade, that's not happening. 1 minute and 45 seconds more on clock. They can try and stop the push that's coming in from the other side. Trunks, as he crouches down in an off angle, they're going to try and hold this way down. This hold needs to stay for SATUL, but Godlike have got the numbers.
They certainly did. All the Team SATUL, they also have their operative skills left. 3, 4 in fact in the bag. The difference is humongous. And if we talk about this type of plays, Team SATUL, they have to make sure that the lives are less, but the hopes they are alive, they're still there. But the moment Marvel die, you can expect a wrap-up here in the second round. We can see the fight back stand from the side of Team SATUL. Warden gets 1, Sam's got 2, and that's a perfect trade. 13 to 5. Abyss also get hunted down. Sam's with the 3rd. And now, Team SATUL out with their own operator skill. Annihilator in the hands of Marvel.
It's done. It's not really happening. It's a 12-4. Every single player needs to get at least 3 down, and they don't have the HP. A 10-3 coming in, make it a 9. Progress being locked in, still going to be depleted a little bit. Marvel gets a 3k for himself. That's a big one. So 3 versus 8 right now, but still a very solid, very long task. Jez is able to land in that shot from the Tundra. He's also got the Tempest available if they want to try and pull it off right now. 27 more seconds. Progress needs to be locked in. Slowing down a little bit. Prevail! Again checks the corner. A 6v2. The odds are exactly the same right now as Abiz and Viper will not let them dip any further. Godlike moving up 2-0 and also in series point.
A series which we know that this has to be the Call of Duty Classic, the COD Classico of India, SA2L versus Team Godlike. And now we can see that Godlike just making sure that we will remember this match till the next day, till eternity in fact, because they started off pretty huge. Learn on the other side with his War Machine, expecting to get some hit marks, but unable to get that. Viper, unable to deliver. Wow, Trunks, he is looking strong, and that worked out.
There's a strong master coming in. And also with the HS shotgun out here, he can try and maybe hold his own angle down up close. Not really checking the angle. Abhi's answering back instantly, and Warden with an 8, finding a couple. That's already a big play coming in for the side of Godlike as they still try and hold this defense down. Second tick of progress almost. It was already locked in, so it cannot be depleted anymore as Prevail jumps down. It's not really work out well with his own AR, but guess what? He's got the shotgun up in hand, up close, though still buys enough time to stop Marvel as he had the sniper up in close, but Warden was able to shut him down as well as Viper still holds his angle down. This is looking utterly disastrous for SA2L.
It certainly is a 5 frag difference, and in which Team SA2L trying to fight back, but it seems like Team Godlike, they just got a hold of them. Just perfect frags onto the players of Team Godlike, but still, this is not enough. You have to do some more. You have to take control of this A objective, and SA2L is about to do that. Few more seconds, and you can get some more frags, and Viper and Warden, the Hunter Killer drone will hunt down the players of SA2L.
Doesn't really matter at this point now because Godlike, they've been just shutting them down one after other. Warden standing up, was having some struggles out there, but why is Abhi's here? Why is no one watching him? Why is no one stopping him? He's just taking control. Annihilator in the hand, 3 more bullets, 4 lives available on the other side. But it's the equalizer of Prevail that finds 2. Answers up in every front as all the operators are working in unison. And it's now a 13v1. Lucky for some, unlucky for most. Let's see what SA2L have got. Trunks against 5 of his former members. Can he pull something like that off? I know I'm just hyping up everyone, but we all know the answer of this.
We do know the answer of this. But hey, that's a perfect storyline being made by the gods. And the gods gets it. Team Godlike wipe in the upper bracket final and moving forward into the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. It's Godlike's day. Godlike Esports with the victory. That's the day wrapped up, and how it just happened. Let's take a look at the highlights.
It's more or less like a montage of Godlike, let's just be honest. And more so, it's going to be a montage of Prevail.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, there's the first one. And soon is going to try and follow up with the equalizer as well. How many operators have we seen from this guy already? Sparrow, he's been impeccable on that. Tempest, yeah, not so much. And now, equalizer, which has basically been his entire forte.
What a stat sheet it is. Perfectly balanced. Before the matchup of Team Godlike and SA2L Esports, I legit said that SA2L, the balance between these lads, it's absolutely crazy. But nah, unable to do that, unable to maintain that performance. 23 for Viper. Once again, 3 in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, a huge shout out to our guy Viper. 3 matches he played, got 3 MVPs in all the matches. the new lad in the town, creating a lot of noise that everyone is silent now. Viper, the main man in the team, now following up Prevail, Warden, Abyss, and Learn. Perfect lineup. Every single person has more than 15 frags. On the other side, that's a complete different storyline for the players of Team SA2L. 18 frag for Marvel. Nice job by Marvel, but the other players are lacking. Trunks, he lost his ability to perform and maintain his domination, and this is not a good sign, Scared, because Trunks, in the previous match itself, how many frags you had? Approximately what, 5? And in this particular match, control mode, you just got what, less than 10. That's a wake-up call. I really hope whatever is happening with Trunks, it should get resolved as soon as possible.
I absolutely 100% agree with all of that, my man. But here's one of the big things that not a lot of people talk about, but guess what? We all have an interview lined up, people, and it's going to be the new lad of Godlike coming in. It's going to be Warden. Let's welcome him out here, because we've been waiting for that interview. We didn't have it for the previous one, but my man Warden, how are you,
guys?
boy?
I'm good. How about you guys?
I'm doing absolutely good, my guy. I mean, remember, it was the last time you were playing with a lineup, it was XLR8 back in DreamHack last year. And now you're with one of the big boys, the international people. How has Godlike been treating you, and what has been the difference between being in XLR8 versus being in Godlike?
So there are a lot of things. I learned a lot of things about T1 when I joined Godlike. Playing in the big tourneys, it has helped me a lot. Like, it boosted my gameplay a lot, and I got to learn a lot more here in a shorter period of time. But yeah, my time at XL8 was also really good.
Fair enough. Phoenix, over to you.
Yeah, I hope you are actually missing your old lads, and we are also missing the team of XLR8. But moving forward to the lineup itself, now we all know this is an international team, right? You have been through the international stage, but for you, this is going to be a new learning curve. Are you mentally prepared for that, and how you're going to deal with all the pressure? Because once again, all eyes are on the players of Team Godlike.
Are you talking about stage 4 or stage 5?
Yes. The next stage.
Oh yeah, so I think I'm prepared for it. I think CDM, which has been going on for the past 2 or 3 months, it has helped me cope with international teams. Like, before there used to be some pressure, but playing international games every day, it has helped me a lot. So I don't think there will be any pressure as such.
All right, awesome. Scared, anything from your side?
I mean, you know what? Give me one of the reasons, right, as to why were those body shots being dealt by Abyss out there? What was the reason behind
I think we'll get to talk about this more tomorrow, after tomorrow's game. I think we'll have a good convo tomorrow about this. So let's save it for tomorrow.
Is that Learn there or Abyss? I don't know, man.
It's Abyss.
All right. One question from my side. All right. The final question. All right. So Viper, he's doing fabulous, and the guys are saying 3-0. So Viper, how he's actually gelling up? Because before this particular interview, we had a conversation with Prevail, and he said that he plays slow and he loves to play slow. But in the MVP ranking, he's number 1.
Yeah, I think he's pretty confident all the time. Like, he's always calm. He does not like to talk too much. Like, he won't even talk trash to others, but I think he stays pretty calm all the time, and like that is what helped him, like, staying calm in the game and getting those MVP rankings.
Awesome.
Fair enough. I mean, what can we say, guys? You guys are steamrolling. I'm pretty sure you don't even need our good luck out here, because you've been already looking forward to all of that. But still, congratulations for being the first team to qualify for stage 5 out from India as well, and a very good luck for your international adventure for the World Championship. Again, good luck for tomorrow as well, because you've got a big match coming up.
Thank you.
My guy, you see the difference between Prevail and Warden out here. Prevail is the man who's just bashing out, yeah, we're the best, and Warden is like, I learned a lot from Godlike, but my previous team was also pretty good. You have everyone in the roster to manage things up.
Exactly. But now let's talk about the schedule, ladies and gentlemen. You have to get some time for yourself because tomorrow it's gonna be a complete four-course meal for you. The first matchup we're gonna witness, it's gonna be the lower bracket matchup between Time 2 Pound versus Team Felines, and then whosoever wins will face today's defeated team. Unfortunately, it's gonna be Team S8UL Esports, but we are expecting a bounce back from them. And then, whosoever win in the lower bracket final will face the undefeated Team Godlike Esports.
Also, big one thing that's happening here, right? If you remember, in the best of 7, Phoenix have always told you the team that actually qualifies from the upper brackets, they already got a bit of an advantage happening in, and that's the strength, right? That's what happens once you show your dominance, and that's something that Godlike are absolutely aware of since a very long time. So it's going to be pretty fun to watch how they perform in that grand finals. And again, a big congratulations to them for being the first.
That is all for the day 1 of the... Hold up. That's all for the day 1 of the India stage 4 guys. हम लोग कल 5 बजे दोबारा से मिलेंगे. तब तक के लिए take care all. See you all soon tomorrow. Take care guys. Bye bye.